Hey. We are live. We are live on this Monday morning. It's 9:22 a.m. Central Time. Amelia says it is midnight here. I'm tired, but I'm staying up for this live. Well, where you look? I think you said you're in Australia. Well, good morning. Happy Monday. Grand Rising. Well, time to go to good night for you. But thank you for coming in, stopping by. And I'm not going to be here real long for these. This motivational Mondays, we do 30 minutes to an hour, unless we get a lot of people to show up. And sometimes we don't. Sometimes we do. It's just never know how it's going to go. So I just usually roll all my live streams as if I'm doing a video. I talk, I say what I got to say, and whoever pop up, and when they show up, fine. But I don't sit here quiet, waiting for people to come in and wait for people to get in the chat or for me to see eyes. I run my live streams as if I'm doing a regular video. That way, once you guys catch the replay, when you see it later, then it'll roll. It'll roll like that. You won't just be sitting watching me quiet. So today is Monday, so you know what that is. Motivational Mondays. Every Monday we meet about 9 a.m. Central Time, and we try to do at least 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes we went a little longer because sometimes it get good like that. And I look forward to those kind of lives. But hey, it is what it is. So with that being said, I'm just going to start off with prayer, thanking the Creator of heaven and earth for another day. I have a grateful, thankful heart, and I want to send special prayers out to everyone that may be going through anything, sickness, financial, DV, the loss of a loved one, anything like that. My heart goes out to you. All the kids all over the world, my heart goes out to you. But I just want to thank the Father, created heaven and earth, for another day. I ask to forgive me for my sins, for all of our sins, to continue to bless, protect us, strengthen us, keep giving me wisdom, bless my channel to grow and blow so I can do what I need to do so these kids can thrive, so I can live my last 20, 30, 40, 50 years on this earth as comfortable as I possibly can. How you doing, Charlie? Thank you for staying up. I know you sleeping, so we ain't gonna be live long. We never really live long with these. Every now and then we'll be up for an hour or so, but usually it's 30 minutes to maybe an hour if we lucky. So it just all depends on who all roll up in here, because it's Monday. It's Monday morning. So happy Monday, happy motivational Monday to everybody. Uh, but yeah. Oh, I forgot to end my prayer. I was praying, then I seen you pop in here and forgot to end my prayer. So let me go ahead and end the prayer, thanking the Creator of heaven and earth. Call him Jehovah, Buddha, Allah, whatever you call him. I'll say the Creator of heaven and earth, because he's the creator of everything. And that's what I'm talking to. I'm not talking to nobody else but the Creator of heaven and earth, the one who blesses me and my family. I'd like to thank you for all those things and forgive me for my sins, and continue to bless, strength, protect us, keep us healthy, keep us together. In the name of your Son, amen. You said I know it's not the same, but my mom had a miscarriage. I know it's nothing to compare to what you've gone through. Oh, loss is loss, though. You know what I'm saying? What may affect you or your mom and your family dynamic is one thing, and then everybody ain't gonna feel the same way, whether it's your cousin or your neighbor or a stranger. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's just as important as what I went through. But I understand what you're trying to say, but I don't look at that like that. Everybody who lost somebody or lost something, unless, only thing I'm talking about when I say lost, I'm talking about they no longer on the earth. I don't feel bad or pity, rather. I feel sad, but I don't feel pity for people who lose relationship, who marriage didn't make it or something like that, because them people still alive. And if they still alive, there's a chance of reconciliation, number one, if it's possible, if it's something that needs to be done, if it was a good thing that just didn't work out for whatever reason. Sometimes people can reconcile because they still alive. But if that man or woman don't want to be in that relationship no more, I don't feel like nobody should be crying about that. But when people lose a child through miscarriage, through a sickness, through somebody unaliving them, That's serious business. I would love to go in like 30 minutes as it's nearly 1 a.m., but I will stay for a bit now. Okay, Charlie, thank you. So good to see you on this Monday. You're always welcome to join the panel. If you want to just type in the chat anything that to motivate people that will see your chat, that see your comment, you can do that. But I always encourage people to try to come up. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Somebody want to come up before I leave because I'm not going to stay long. I'm going to try to get up and do some content, and then I'm going to go live on some other stuff from my phone as well. I'm trying to go live as much as I can. I went live yesterday twice, so I'm trying to go live today 2 times at least. But if anybody want to come up, if you want to come up just to say your favorite scripture, your favorite poem, or just type it in the chat. Not everybody wants to come up. Motivational Mondays, we start off with a full cup. We filling up the cup because we know the week is coming up. Today is the first day of the so-called work week, school week. So that's why we do Motivational Mondays. And we want to try to get the cup full because we know as the week go by, it could get drained. We can get depleted. We don't know what we're going to be faced with. In real time, watching people go through stuff all over the world. I just made a little short today. I made a short and now typed on there. I'm making my business to pay my cell phone bill every month because there's no need for cable. You're going to see some crazy stuff. It's always, you know what I mean? It's like you're going to see some stuff. You're going to see some crazy stuff, some funny stuff, some entertaining stuff, some informational stuff, educational, all that good shit. So you really don't even need cable. I always follow the quote that goes like this: if hurting me doesn't hurt you, you don't love me. That's what quote I live by. Now, I like that. I like that, Charlie. Yeah, that's a good one right there. I'm going to put that on the screen. Yeah, buddy. I don't know what Deb and everybody else said, but I'm just going to keep it rolling. So I'm going to look up my motivational things I like to say. Let's see. Motivational quotes. Let's do motivational quotes. Let's do motivational speech. I never did that. I always did quotes. Let's see. Let's see what pops up. Hey, Big Luxury. How you doing on this Monday? Happy Monday, Motivational Monday. Grand Rising. It's 9:20 a.m. Central Time here. What time is it? Where you at? Oh, they talking about child as professionals. But no, I'm not trying to do all that now. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just trying to do motivational quotes. Just trying to get the week started off with a full cup. Motivation to do whatever it is you're doing, whatever project you're working on, going into that job with a positive or working on content. You say, me being a Motivation Tuesday just hits different. Yeah, I'm doing good. 10 to okay, you're an hour ahead. Okay. Let's see. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to just try one more time. That was by Thomas A. Edison. Nelson Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it's done. Now, that's true. I can relate to that. If you're going through hell, keep going. That's Winston Churchill. Ever tried? Ever failed? No matter. Try again. Fail again. Fail better. That's Samuel Beckett. I never heard of him. Good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. Okay. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. You say, have you came clean to no, no. It's not time for that yet. Big Luxury. You say, believe you can, and soon enough you'll reach your goal. Yes. Good talk. No, it ain't time for that. That's too soon. I got a couple more weeks for that. then it'll be all good. It'll be all good. Then 2 or 3 weeks. Yep, next 2 or 3 weeks it'll be a update. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. Hey, Auntie Cena's Country Lanai. Good morning, Grand Rising. Happy Monday. Go on, type your Motivational Monday quote, scripture, speak from the heart. Come up here on the panel and say it if you want to. We just here to fill each other's cup up for this Monday because our week ahead, we don't know what's going to happen. But whatever it is, we're gonna make it through. We're gonna make it through. Yes, indeed. Looking forward to a good week, a good prosperous week. The people that do content, we only got 4 days, and that includes today, the 28th, 29th, 30th. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me look at my calendar. Might only got 3 days. Shit. Yeah, we only got 3 days left. It ain't no 31 days in April. So we got today, tomorrow, and Wednesday to get this money. I need a viral long form video, y'all. I need it. Can y'all go run up my long form videos? Look at my playlist story times, anything, as much as you can, because that's them 3 days. So if y'all doing content and y'all need them watch hours, if you're trying to become monetized, if you're not monetized, let's get it popping. Hey, legend. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can give me some Modelo as soon as I get paid. Yes, got to stock up. What's up? Good morning, legends. Roxy in chat. Good morning. Y'all go on and type y'all motivational quote in the chat. Whether it's a scripture, your favorite quote, a poem, you want to come up and say it. You don't have to show yourself because you see, I'm not showing myself. I'm just laying back in the cut. I'm gonna go back live too. I'm gonna go live from my phone later after I do my content. I'm trying to figure out what type of content I want to do today. And I have to be motivated. I can't just do it because I need to do it. Like, we know you got to go to work. You got a 9 to 5. You got bills to pay. You got to go, no matter how you feel. Unless you're just sick and can't get out the bed, you're going to pretty much push yourself to go. You're not motivated. And then sometimes when you get there, you feel better. Like when your friends try to talk you into going to the club again. Y'all normally go all the time, but this week you just ain't feeling it, but you end up going anyway. You made yourself go just to satisfy your girls because y'all always do it. And sometimes you be glad you did go because it turned out a good night. And sometimes you be like, damn, I should have stayed my butt home. You say nothing is impossible as the word impossible itself is I'm possible. Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think I heard something like that one before. That's a good one. You coming with them. Go ahead, Charlie. Keep them coming. Thank you for that. Well, yeah, y'all, what y'all got planned for the week? Y'all working on any goals? Are you trying to monetize your channel? Is your channel monetized and it's not really going nowhere like you wanted to? You need support. Are you satisfied where it is? Do you just support people? You don't even think about doing content? You got any plans with the family? Anything special coming up? Anniversaries, birthdays, stuff like that. Get in the chat and let me know, y'all. But make sure y'all hit the like button and share this live, though, y'all, because these live streams on Motivational Mondays, they be weak. They don't really get no play at all. So I'm gonna need y'all support. Can't type too much. Driving, praying blessings on blessings for each and every one of you. Okay, that's what's up. That was good. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Charlie, you said my sister's 22nd birthday is today, actually. Oh, happy birthday to your sister. Grateful for another day, another year. Can't take nothing for granted, y'all. We got to be thankful for the little bitty things. The one last slice of bread left. We got to be grateful for that. You got to be grateful that it's raining and not snowing. You got to be grateful you got a job, even though you don't want to go to the plantation, because that's all they mostly are. Most of my plantations Y'all hear about them talking about $5,000 for trying to motivate people to have kids? I heard something like that. I need to look it up. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Paying families to have kids. Okay, it says a number of United States have such programs, but the federal government does not require companies to provide paid family. That's not what I was talking about. Does the government give you money for having kids? Child tax. I'm not talking about that. I don't know if it's something they proposing or something they, saying just did. I think it's something they proposing, but they saying something about trying to influence people to have more kids. That's because they need more slaves. They want more workers for these companies so they can stay rich. What other reason would they want people to have more kids? Hey, Deborah Ray, come on in, honey bunny. You said you got to always be grateful, as you never know if it'll be your last day or your last birthday. Yes. Legend said, I promise. Be careful, Legend. Yes, be very careful. Deborah Ray in the building, y'all. That's my Miss Deb. Hey, Shannon. They go Shannon in the building. Come on in here, y'all. You say, weird question, but I thought Parliament ain't meant to be texting people in their email. Oh, I don't even know. Oh, give me more information about that. What you know about what I'm talking about, because I only heard it in the wind. Like I seen somebody talking about it briefly, but I ain't seen no information or video about it from the president or from Congress or nothing like that. So I'm just going by what I heard in the wind. But if that is true, there's no way that you know why. You know why? If that's true, that they doing that so they can have more people on earth to work, to continue to be slaves. It's crazy. We live in some weird times, boy. And I think these times have always been here. It's just more noticeable now with social media and people waking up and passing information and learning the truth. First, we've been lied to about a lot of things as people. You say, as Parliament text me in my email as there's an election going on, but I thought they're only allowed to promote it on like TV and the roads, but they be texting my emails like 5 times a day. Are you sure it's really them? Sometimes it be those scammers and stuff. It might not necessarily be from them. Make sure the email is legit. But I don't know if they can. They just change how they want. They do what they want to do. You say thank you and charming, greatly appreciate it. They ain't taking care of the plantations for nothing. Right, exactly. Hey, Tina. I live in Detroit, Michigan. Yes, they're paying moms to have babies. That's true. 5,000, 7,500. Not sure if it's per child. Wow. Yeah, I see somebody said something about 5,000. Now you saying 5,000, 7,500. Yeah, now you know they got an ulterior motive. Ain't no way they want no bunch of kids being born. And by anybody, yeah, they trying to create more slaves. They need more people to keep them rich. That's what them prisons is for. Privatized prisons too. The more people they got in there to work for dirt cheap, they would love to lock everybody up. They could. While they get rich and we just be in there working for 2 cents a day, 2 cents an hour. It's crazy. Deborah Ray said, I have a scripture and I will type them in the comments in case those on the replay can write them down. Okay, Deborah Ray, go right on ahead. Thank you very much. I did open up with prayer. I just run this like a video because if I sit here and wait till people's eyes pop up and people type in the chat, it'll be quiet. So if y'all notice that about me when I do live streams, I just start talking as if somebody already there. Because I want y'all to enjoy the replay. I don't want y'all to be sitting there like, damn, I need to fast forward. This shit ain't talking about nothing. Say, I thought there wasn't enough room for the immigration. Right. They just do what they want to do. They all over the place. I don't think there's any real rules about having children in Australia like big ones. I'm pretty sure you're super if you know what that is. But your super goes up how many kids you have. Y'all, Amelia Charlie is from Australia. So she just putting us on game and explaining how things go out there. Yeah, I think it's different in America. I don't know what these folks doing. It's like they do what they want to do. They change the rules, and what goes for one person ain't gonna go for the next person. That's always been across the board. Like I was watching Godfather Harlem last night, and y'all know what that's about. That's about life, according or allegedly about Bumpy Johnson and some things that was going on during that time, like Malcolm X. They showed the whole season, and we got to know what happened to Malcolm X in his perspective, or however they trying to do it. But anyway, he got murdered the last season. This season, Frank Lucas is introduced, and the Black Panthers was introduced, and it was an episode. This episode was his daughter / really his granddaughter. The girl don't know her sister is really her mama, and he didn't raise her as his daughter, so they don't want to tell her. And she went to school, and she getting flipped at the mouth, trying to tell the white teacher that he got it wrong about Christopher Columbus. She's schooling him, and back then in them days, and it just reminded me that back then they could hit us in school. They had them long yardsticks. Y'all remember them long wooden yardsticks? Everybody over 40, 45 years old probably remember that. And the teachers could hit you, because I remember when I went to lunch one time, my pop sprayed into my assistant. The teacher had an assistant, and she would take us to lunch. This assistant was a white teacher, and I opened up my pop, and it splashed in her face. And by mistake, of course, I didn't know it was going to do that. And I remember it was my first, I think my only time I got whooped. But every time we come back then, the rules were the teachers could hit you. But honey, they had them Black Panthers up there, and them parents. That black lady had a child. She said, "If you put your hand on my daughter again, I'm gonna whoop your ass." But they called the police on them. It was a law that they could put their hands on your kids. That little girl had bruises on her, looked like a slave had been whipped on her little part of her shoulder right there. You say, okay, let me catch up. No more immigrants, but more American babies. Makes no sense. Exactly. They always got an ulterior motive. Everything they do is intentional. And it's not for the good of the people. It's for the good of they people, for them, the 1%. Because we are so far away from other countries, we just do whatever, I swear. He said, I should go in 30 minutes. Okay, go ahead. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Appreciate you. Do you remember the Flint, Michigan water crisis? They still paying those people. Yeah, I remember that. That was a while ago. And as far as Section 8, they are saying it not going to be no more. I don't know. I just stay in prayer. Yeah, that's all we can do, Tina. And just rely on the Creator to take care of us. Thanks, Deb. Yeah, y'all hit the like button and share the live for me, please, and thank you. Because I need all the help I can get, because my algorithm ain't algorithm. My shorts is great, but my long form and my lives don't get the love that I think it deserves. I think my lives and my long form videos deserve much love and views. And I'm not just saying it because it's mine. I really honestly do believe that. Because if I thought my stuff sucked all the way overall, I would be like, I need to do better. I just need to do better. I just need to do better. Only thing I'm telling myself, I need to come up with more stuff that's more interesting to y'all and do more of it. That's what I tell myself. But I think what I'm doing is cool. I just need to know what y'all want. So I'm going to make a community post sometime today, and I'm going to ask y'all, what type of videos do y'all want to see from me? Is there anything in particular you want to talk about that's going on in the world, or any type of particular content that you like to see? Like some people love to watch people shop. I hate that, but whenever I go shop, whenever I go do something, I'm going to post it because I'm just doing this today. I ain't shopping every day. So I would never try to make a channel, me personally, of shopping, because that means I got to shop. I don't want no gambling channel, because I ain't finna go gamble every day. I ain't got no money to go gamble every day. I just show what I'm doing. And today I might just happen to be going to the casino. And I'll show that if that's the case. But I'm a gambling channel, you got to have big bucks. You got to have sponsors. You got to have 50,000, 100,000 subscribers that like to really see that. Let me see. Hey, Cheryl. Come on in, girl. Today is my mother's birthday. Oh, happy heavenly birthday, Mom. 4/28/25. And she rest in peace, rest in power. Are you going to do anything today? And remember to make a special meal? I remember my last birthday, after my mama passed, my birthday came up a couple months later, and I made her a plate and her glass of wine because she would have been there. My mom came to everything that we did, housewarmings, just barbecuing on the weekend. We go play the slots together. I have a birthday party. She coming. She had her cane and she'll be here. So I made her plate and I had a glass of wine. And I was talking to her. Yes, I was. I miss my mama. So I know how you feel. Thanks, y'all. Hit the button, y'all. I gotta add. Why? Because I monetize. So if you got to add, that means they want you to watch my ads. I want you to watch my ads. Hey, Daily Jesse. Hey, happy Motivational Monday. See, that's why I'm going to celebrate her birthday with balloons and go out to lunch with my husband. Okay? She gonna be right there. Yes, dear. I remember just like yesterday when it happened. And you never be the same. You know, you lose a mom and then to lose a child afterwards. 10 months later for me. Come on now. Some of y'all crying over spilled milk, worried about some man. Shit. Damn that man, damn that woman. Be grateful your mom and dad is still alive if they still alive, and you, or if they not, you have great memories with them. Y'all got along, you can smile. You know, thank God your children still alive. Don't be out here crying about no damn relationship. Don't be trying to make no man be with you, acting all crazy, and you got kids especially, and mess around and go to jail or go to the crazy house trying to worry about what some man doing, how he don't love you, how he cheating on you. So if you find out your husband or your man cheating on you, celebrate, because you didn't have to fucking find out. You could still been in the dark, still sucking on Peter Wacker, still doing everything that wives and girlfriends do happily, not knowing what he really doing. You should celebrate. Yeah, you got some 15 minutes to get them tears out. Ain't gonna act like I'm not human. Everybody feels pain, but you gotta brush that shit up. Go and get them tears out. You got 15 minutes to shout, scream about that shit, because that man or woman's still alive. You crying over somebody who don't want to fucking be with you, who's still alive, who you can probably reconcile with later. But once your mama go, your daughter go, ain't no fucking going back. Your husband passed away, ain't no coming back. You know, a lot of women out here losing their husbands, good husbands. And y'all crying over nothing ass husbands and boyfriends who don't want to be with you, who got caught lying and cheating. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that shit at all. Hey, butterfly. You said, I think finding out your partner's cheating is hurtful, but a good thing that you find out. Yes. Hell yeah. What's happening? She said, hey, Roxy in chat. Cheryl said, yes, Rox, real talk. Yeah, that's a pain you ain't gonna never fucking even try. You gonna be wishing the pain you was feeling was from Jack not coming home last night. You ain't gonna give a fuck what Jack doing. Lose your daughter. And I don't know why people act like they can't understand what it feel like to lose a kid because they got kids. If you got kids, you should know what it feel like to lose a kid. If you ain't got no kids, then I can understand you not understanding that. Even though I still don't. Because I still imagine myself, wanting kids one day, and I just ain't got none. But if I have some, I'll be so happy, and I'll be taking them, I'll protect them, I'll be probably a little paranoid, make sure they ain't around anybody. So I can still imagine what they would feel like. Something's wrong with some people out here. You still got your kid, and somebody else lost their child, whether their child was 8 years old, 18, or 38. It don't matter. That came out of them. That's a certain connection we have with our people, especially our children. It's easier to get over maybe mom or dad. The level of pain is going to be different than you losing your 28-year-old son who just got murked on the corner. It's going to be different. So ain't nobody got time to be shucking and jiving and crying about these fucked up ass terrible relationships. I don't care how long you've been with them. Kick their ass to the curb and keep moving. You say you see, hold on, man. You say you see Peach had those kids out eating at 10 o'clock at night. That is so good. Yeah, looking like shit, like they just got out the bed to go eat. I sure typed it on Facebook because I can't type it over here. then she'll report my comment, and then YouTube be threatening me to take my channel. Well, she can know. That's why I said she says whatever she want to say, but you don't see her typing. That's how she get away with shit, y'all. You can get away with videos way more than you can typing in somebody's chat. They're gonna act like you harassing. So I don't type stuff like that. I go to TikTok and type, and I go to Facebook and type what I want to say, because I ain't monetized on none of that. Yeah, that's a damn shame. That boy hair was all over his head. They looked like some fucking hills have eyes ass kids. They look like they come from the goddamn cave somewhere. I didn't know it was at 10 o'clock at night, but I sure seen the video. But somebody got in the comments and said something about being 10. Now you sound like, oh shit. She actually, her fat ass was hungry and just bored. She need to fucking go get some damn help. She need to probably take some medicine or something. And she just got up and let's go, y'all. We just gonna go. Like she would do, she was going to the casino. Hell, they probably stopped there too. And had Gregory in the car with the kids. Ain't no telling. I'm gonna go now as well. Okay. See you. See you, Australian Charlie. Thank you so much for chiming in. We'll see you next time. But I would want to take the world down if I lost a niece or a nephew. Yeah. But Peach is the one that's talking about she can't listen to nobody she know talk about they crying over their son over and over. And she got her 7 kids. Like she can't lose one of them motherfuckers. She can lose one of their ass at any given time. Like I said, she motivates me on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to be a better person. She motivates me and make me understand that you can't be no slow, goofy rocks. You got to understand, keep your head on the swivel, because there's some sick folk out here worse than her. That's how she motivate me. So my motivation on Mondays, your motivation can come from good and bad. It ain't got to be all peaches and cream and Bible scripture and quotes and daisies picking and singing the hills are alive. Now, anything can motivate you these days. Sure. Thank you, Cheryl. Sure, we gotta laugh to keep them crying sometimes. Shit, it's rough out here. It's scary. It's rough. We got to put on them airs. We got to stand tall. We got to be strong. But a lot of us, we human. We women. We men. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we decent human beings, and we have feelings, and sometimes you just got to speak life, even though you might feel depleted. You might feel a little nauseous in the stomach. You might feel alone. You might feel scared. But how dare you ever say it out loud? You don't want to speak it into existence. I'm just saying it as examples. I know as a human being, as a woman, as a grandmother, as a mother who lost a child and her mom, a nephew, a good friend, all in the same year. I feel lonely and scared. Sometimes I do, but I brush it off and I speak life. The human in me won't allow me not to just let it hit my head every now and then. The paranoia that I feel sometimes is not going to allow me just to keep on thinking positive without it hitting me. The devil going to try to attack me with the thoughts, but I kick his ass and move back, move. No, we're not doing that. Shit. He said, never mind, I'm back. As my boss said, I could have the day off for my sister's birthday. God bless my boss. Oh, okay. All right, boss. Yes, the sounds of music. I remember that movie. Oh my goodness. Yes, the hills are alive with the sound of music. Make sure I ain't miss nobody up here. LaKay! Oh, I even see you, girl. Hey, LaKay. Happy Monday, everyone. That's why I said I got to get up here. Butterfly, see you. Because them comments, baby, they'll come at the same time. Just like I was on Von Trees Get Lit live. I was on her live stream, and somebody was being a troll, and she was trying to get rid of him, but she blocked me. And that happened to me before. I did it to Cheryl by mistake, because when you try to hit the name of the person, that comment being jumped out the way, here comes somebody else's name. And before you know it, you been did it. So I don't think she fixed it yet. I'm not sure. She kept on saying, are you here? Are you here? And I kept saying, I'm here. I'm here. So she couldn't see me. Okay, I think I'm caught up. There we go. Well, yeah, y'all. I'm just going through the comments. Said bye, Charlie. Never mind. I'm second that. I second that comment, Rocks. Happy birthday, Cheryl's mom. I'm in rest in peace. Okay, thank you. I'm so sure appreciates that. Right, yeah. All right. We know you meant rest in peace, not rest in leave. Thank you though for clarifying that. She was trying to get you back in. I was there this morning. Oh, she was trying to get me back in. I don't think she was able to do it because I kept commenting. And I don't think she did it. Yeah, it was kind of hard to do. So I understand. When I was trying to get Cheryl back in, I couldn't even focus on the chat trying to get my girl back in. I'm like, shit, hold on, y'all. But they say they're coming up with a new thing with these live streams. I don't know when. I don't know if it's May, the month of May. I want to say May. It could be June or something. But they coming up with something like when you live, you can put a sign up and pause it. Like people will know when they come in, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. They know you going temporarily, you'll be right back. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, they be sending me all kind of little stuff. They got a lot of information. Y'all that's monetized, trying to be monetized, close to it. They got a lot of stuff. Go to the YouTube studio, and they got a lot of information, a lot of helpful tips and stuff. And there's quite a few people around here that be giving away free tips and stuff, just like Yo-Yo do. You know, some of them do classes, some of them don't. Some of them just be sharing the tips. You know, say, for God gave us not a fear, but a power and love and self-control. Yes, that is so true. Yeah, so that's how I'm able to push those thoughts out, because of that spirit that God gave me, the creator heaven and earth gave us all. I'm able to do that, but that don't mean that, like I said, don't mean just because you may be saved or believe in the creator and want to do right and is doing the best you can, that you won't be faced with things, with thoughts, with hard times, with death, sorrow. You know, we're still going to have to face those things. But since God gave us the spirit of not having fear, then we are able to conquer it. You know, we're able to still smile. I get so mad sometimes that it's in me. You think I don't want to bust a window, hit the wall? I wish I could go inside the penitentiary where that guy is and do him on some law-abiding citizenship. I would have him on a slab, like a slab on the table, and cut his ass wide open while he alive. Pour acid in him. You know what I'm saying? Cut him or put his whole Peter whack in his mouth. There's some things I be having in my mind I would love to do to him. You know what I'm saying? That's the human in me. You know, but that's not I want to see nobody hurt. I'll do anything I can for a stranger, as long as it don't hurt me, and I can keep moving, because I don't know if they set me up for the kill. People act like they in distress just to throw you off, then they mess around and snatch you up or rob you. Y'all know what I mean? Hey, legend. He said, I got my sister Frank Green and makeup with some handmade gifts if y'all want to know. Oh, I'm sure she's going to like that. Hey, Pink Panther. Come on in on this Motivational Monday. I want y'all to type something motivational real quick before we get out of here. Anything that you would want somebody to like read and feel better about their day, especially if they going through, like today is Cheryl's mom's birthday and she passed away. So what would you type to somebody like her, somebody like me, feeling like it's my fault that my daughter not here no more? I feel like if I never brought her this way, maybe she would have still been alive. And I know the reality is she could have passed away even sooner if we didn't come. I know that. But that ain't going to make me not think that if I didn't bring her ass this way. You know what I'm saying? And I know she made her own decisions to deal with the people she dealt with. You know? But I still don't take away those thoughts. How old are you, Charlie? I'm 24. I'm on my younger sister's account, but she only uses it to post, so I use it to join streams and chat. Okay. Okay. So I'm just giving y'all time to chat real quick, to type in the chat before we end it in prayer, and then we're going to get out of here and get our day started. It's 9:52 a.m. Central Time. Now, oh yeah, y'all, while I'm thinking about it, I just made a premiere video, so go check it out. It's saying how my granddaughter will sketch you for a donation of $8 or more. So you email this address on this this email address on the screen with the picture that you want her to sketch, and then send your donation through PayPal or Zelle. Don't tell me you ain't got no PayPal. Stop saying that. I can send an invoice and you can click on it and you can pay with your debit card, any debit card, any credit card. It don't matter. I can text it to you. I can email it to you, and you can send your donation that way. And she give her 24 to 48 hours to finish it up. Okay. And we ask for a donation because we got goals we're trying to meet. And not to mention the paper itself costs $30. She need new pencils and, give her something to do to keep her going, to challenge herself to see if she can get as close to your picture as possible. You know what I mean? You say time check in Australia is 12:52 a.m. on Tuesday. Okay. 12:52 and it's 10 a.m. So we got a big time difference. Hey, double twins, come on in here. Good morning, Grand Rising. Happy Monday. So yeah, y'all go check out that video if you're interested, or pass along to somebody else that's interested. We do that from time to time. She done it like 3-4 different times, and she'll usually get about 4 or 5 people. That's not a lot of people, but hey, we grateful for one person. Yeah, our stuff is expensive. No erasers, those pencils, the little electric things she got to use to soften it up and stuff. And charcoal pencils. The paper, like I said, it's the big kind of paper. And there might be like 50 sheets in there for like $30-some. But hey, this will help her get more supplies. I'm going to find a place to put her in art class once I get everything, in order like I'm trying to do. And I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to do everything I can aside from asking for donations. I'm trying to offer dance exercise classes, and you donate if you can. I'm trying to offer her, she agreed. I asked her first if that's something she wanted to do, and to help get extra money. And I'm trying to do content, and the algorithm just not pushing it out to the numbers I needed so I can get the money I need. I don't want to ask y'all for no donations. Hell, y'all got your own bills and stuff. But if I offer a service, I offer something that you may enjoy doing, and you got an extra $5, $10, $15 somewhere laying around, yeah, you wouldn't mind doing it. But who the hell want to keep begging people? I don't want to beg nobody. I like to earn my money. Because when y'all want to just give, y'all give. Y'all send a super chat. Y'all send a PayPal and say, I don't feel right asking, oh, I'm doing this, doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't, Everybody need money. Let's just say, Roxy, I lost my brother and wanted so much blood behind him, then found my mom 2 years later, the same week, and really had to continue hearing my mama words to come back mentally. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. My condolences go out to you and your mother for losing your brother. I know how you feel. I mean, it's like I snaps into a whole nother dimension. Like I be sitting here staring off because I be visualizing me on some vendetta shit. You know what I'm saying? I be visualizing I could do that. Yeah. Yeah, I could go around here on some vigilante shit for other people faced with that type of stuff. It's too much evil in the world. It's like, man, I know that ain't my job. Vengeance is the Lord. That's what the Bible say. That's what God said. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. But I want some of that vengeance when it comes. You took my daughter out of here. I know how you feel. They took your brother. You say she used to say, it's God's world. He going to do what he wants to do. We are the ones that have to get used to it. Your mom still alive? Or she passed on too? Say, rest in peace, legend. So sorry for your loss. Yes. Say, your granddaughter could create like a business. Like I saw her art is amazing. She has so much talent. She could start an early business. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get everything, that I need to do in order so I can breathe and be like, okay, now I can focus on this. Now let's start this business. Now let's start this channel so we can create a business. Now I can start my podcast. I can create my whole podcast. I could maybe make me a second channel. But when you all over the place mentally and you trying to do things and get things in order, and you have them sad, depressed days and you worry, and all that shit. I can't function like that, you know. And I'm doing pretty decent in spite of, but I'm not doing like I need to do. But I'm on my way. You say, no, I lost my brother to violence and found my mom cold to old age. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. Mm, mm, mm. That hit different. See, when you lose your people and somebody took them out, it ain't the same as, oh, they had cancer. Even that pisses me off because I feel like they giving us cancer. But y'all know what I mean. Of sickness, they passed away and they sleep. It's different. Your mama was old and you knew she, probably was on hospice or sickly. She lived to be at least 75, 80 years old. It's different and it still hurts. I still want my mama here. The fact that she cried because she didn't want to pass away, that hurts. A lot of people, when they get older and they sick and they tired of being in pain, they be ready to go. And they'll tell you in a heartbeat, don't worry about me. But my mama was crying. Deb say, I was mad as hell when my 10-year-old son passed in 1991. I had to remember dearly that absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. That's what kept you going, Deb. That right there. The older son passed away 2 years after my daughter was born. My daughter was born in 1989. So 1991, she was 2. So it's actually upsetting how many people are getting off by another person. It's absolutely disgusting, but it's sadly the reality now. Yeah, because a lot of people got demons in them, making them do these things, you know what I'm saying? And we'll think that they crazy or evil, but I believe people have entities entering them and influencing them to do the things that they're doing to other people. You know, like if some men get mad, they can't have you, they want to off you and all that stuff. They bitter asses. Like somebody got to be with them. And some women too, like that story I was letting y'all read here yesterday. That woman took that man out because he didn't want to be with her or he was cheating on her. Either he told her and she wasn't feeling that shit, or he lied to her and she wasn't feeling that shit. And she took him up out of here while he was having relations with somebody. Imagine you getting it in with somebody and it's feeling good and you having a good time. And next thing you know, a gunshot hit you from the back of the head. That's crazy. Either way, he didn't deserve that. Even if he lied to her about, oh, I ain't seeing that woman. She just a friend. We used to, we was in 5th grade together. And now she find out he lied. You gonna go off the man? But then she off the self. She off the self. No, she's not. And you remind me so much of her. I've been working on something for you and the grandbabies. Give me a little time. I'm going to email you tonight. Oh, thank you so much, Legend. Yeah, you can email me anytime. If you got my number already, I don't know if we ever talked. If so, you can just email me, because usually when people email me, is where they want to take the dance classes or, send something. They always get my number so they can text from there as well. Because sometimes it's easier to text than wait on the email, because once you email me and then I get it and I'll correspond with you, you might correspond back, but I don't see it right away. But the text, I'll get that faster. Speaking of text, let me see my phone. What time is it? It is 10 o'clock. Make sure I ain't got no, because I got to make my dentist appointment. If they don't want to take my tooth out, I'm not going. I'm not going to go up there for them to look at my tooth. I'm going to ask them, I'm coming to get my tooth pulled. Now, if it's just because you can't take it out or it's too dangerous, that's different. Don't come telling me, oh, I got to wait to be approved. I don't want to hear that. If you're not going to take it, I'm not wasting my time. I'll wait. I'll go somewhere else. You say my only child too. I didn't have any more children. This is why Peach pisses me off to the max. Yes, she's very triggering and ungrateful. Yeah, so she triggers a lot of people because she is not she was not what I call a decent human being. She's what I call a demon or have demons in her. I've said it 1,000 times. I believe that girl is filled with demons or has a demon or is the demon. She might be Lucifer himself, for all I know. Yes, praying for Deb. Yeah, she have her days like me. She's strong, but she have her days too. She said, I believe people can change, but they need to find Jesus and get the inner demons out. Yes, that's what I just said about the demons. It's funny how you said it, and I didn't even know you said that, because I believe a lot of people, they have demons. And they let that machine loose, that CERN machine. Y'all know about the CERN, CERN. Y'all didn't know about the CERN? Let me know in the chat. These people have been playing with these entities and they've been knowing about all these things, aliens included, demons. Who knows? I believe the people that run the country are some of them demons. They just got on skin suits. You can't trust none of this stuff, y'all. Only thing you really rely on and trust is the creator heaven earth. I ain't debating about no Bible scripture. I ain't debating about if the Catholics got it popping or the Muslims is the true nation or the Israel. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just going to rely on the creator of heaven and earth, period. Anything else, we ain't got time to try to decipher and break down. We got big problems. Hey, Hazel. So you might need an antibiotic first. Hold your roll. I don't want anything to happen to you. I've been using my oil. I've been using my pulling oil. That's an antibiotic. That's what people use to get rid of toothaches. And I've been using it for 2 years and I haven't had no pain. Only reason why I had that situation is because that tooth slowly have been chipped away from me eating on hard candy. And that one piece that was still sticking up, that broke. And I thought it was embedded in my gum, which it is, but the part that broke off last night, because y'all that don't know, that tooth, I got it out. That part that was still sticking up, it broke off. I was wiggling it, and I realized that, damn, this damn tooth is like, it's like a swivel. You know, like the little chair, the little swivel chairs. It was just going around to the left, going around to the right, but I couldn't take it out because it was still stuck. But yesterday, it appeared to be getting looser and looser on its own. I didn't even touch it. I rinsed my mouth and brushed my teeth, and that was it. And I ain't feel no pain at all. But I noticed the tooth started moving again. Next thing you know, it was in my tongue, and I took it out of my mouth. So I think the part that's still there, my tooth is still in my gum. My whole tooth is still in my gum. The thing about it is the tooth has been broken down. So I need to probably get it taken out, period. Or they're going to probably try to save it so they can get some money out of me. I don't want them to save it. Pull that shit out. That's all they try to do is get money out you. I don't want no filling. I don't want no cap. I don't want no root canal. Pull it out. I don't care about that side tooth being gone, especially at my age. Yeah, she say, hi, Deborah Ray. I'm so sorry for your loss. Say, hi, I'm new. What's the link to join the panel? Okay, let me put it in the thing for you real quick. Hold on 1 minute. I'm putting it right below right below CEO's comment. All right, there it is. And now it's below Auntie's. I'm see if I can pin it. Hold on. If I can pin it, it's late night, so it might be able to. It's late night where you are? Okay. Hold on, let me try to pin it so you can find it. Okay, here it is. Now I'm going to find the comment and pin it. I just pinned it, so you should be able to see it. Look for the pin comment, and that's how you get in. Oh, there you go. So you should be able to see it. Look for the pin comment. Hold on, let me turn this down. Let me turn this up. Welcome, welcome. Are you here? Can you hear me? Hold on, let me turn this down. Let me turn this up. Welcome, welcome. Are you here? Can you hear me? Elaine? Try it again. I think you was there and you dropped down. He said, sorry, that was an accident. It's late. It's late night, so I might be able to join. Okay. Well, maybe next time. If you want to, you try one more time. If not, I'm going to get up out of here. If anybody else want to click on the panel, on the link to come up to the panel and say some encouraging words or tell your story time to release. Anybody. Say your favorite scripture, your favorite poem. Tell what happened to you. If you lost a child, lost a parent, you want to tell a story time. I'm so happy to have someone come up. Okay, you can join next time. We're here every Monday. We have relationship talk on Wednesdays, and we have our red cup live stream where we all get together and talk our ish. So we got all kind of live streams all during the week. Yes, I would come up with my scripture and go. Okay. And I'm going to go live later too. You say I'm trying. You trying to click on the link and come up? Is that what you're saying? I'm subscribed, so I'll be here. Okay, good job. Good. Tashana, trucker wife. Now she was here Friday, y'all. Y'all go look the Red Cup live stream from Friday. She telling y'all her story about her old situation. That's her past. She's sharing. Maybe it can help somebody. Here go Deborah Ray. Come on up, Deborah Ray.
All right, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, let me get my Bible because I do want to read these because this is Wait a minute, hold on, you guys. Let me.
Hold on, Big CO. Big CO, while you doing that, I'm gonna read his comment. Oh,
All right,
do you
all
think
right.
she do the shit she do on purpose so that she can get? Oh yeah,
Yes,
most
she
definitely.
do. Yes, she
Yes,
do. That's why she pisses me off, and it's not about my son. She just pisses me off. And what really got me is that before she had the twins, she made that statement. But I don't know what it feels like because I still have my 7. You understand what I'm saying? I don't
yeah,
like people getting me upset, and I don't get triggered. I really don't. But for her to say that, it's just ugh. Yeah. Because I got a bad temper, but I'm controlling it. But yeah, that got me really good. And if she said again, I'm gonna have to say, you have another live, like you did last year when she said it. She said again, I got something to tell her. And let me find my scriptures. First Peter 2:9. Let me concentrate on what I'm doing. I will. That wasn't right of her, but like you say, look who we dealing with. Yeah, I understand that. But we don't have to take that off of her either, because I know I'm not. Let me find my Peter. Come on, Peter. Where you at, Peter?
as I'm older
Come
than
on.
but
Wait a
I'm
minute
sick
here.
for
I gotta
sound.
find my Peter. Hebrews, James, first, second. Okay. Hebrews, James, Peter. First Peter 2:9. Hey, yeah, the chosen generation, Lord, please. Okay. Everybody ready? You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. This is
Hey, Karen,
I
Shannon.
did the Proverbs 16:3. Put that in the chat. So for those who want to go back and write it down, or those who replay will get it. This is First Peter 2:9. Excuse me. It says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." See, I'm saying he called us out of that darkness. You understand what I'm saying? And she lives in darkness. I see the difference. I can't live in no darkness. Let me go continue what I'm doing. Jeremiah. Let me go back. Jeremiah. My best friend of 45 years sent me this, and Jeremiah. Let me see. Jeremiah limitations. Ezekiel. Okay. Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Numbers. Okay, Numbers. Give me a minute. I'm coming. Deuteronomy. Yeah. Joshua. I'm gonna get on Joshua next Monday, the Lord willing. Um, he followed behind Moses and did the right thing. Oh God, Ezekiel, Proverbs. God, Jesus, I know my Isaiah, Jeremiah. Here we go. I should know these in order. 17. Let me go back. Hold on a minute. I'm coming. Give me a minute. I'm coming. Me's coming. Me's coming. Okay. Um, Jeremiah 17:10. Where am I at here?
Yes, Peachy is ungrateful. She is the
Yes,
most
very
ungrateful person.
ungrateful. That's what somebody said. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's very ungrateful. I'm not. I don't take nothing for granted. Okay, Jeremiah 17:10 says, I, the Lord, search the heart. Hers is dark now, and he's searching that dark heart. Okay, anyway. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways. She's got some evil ways now, okay? Every man according to his ways, and according to the fruit of his doing. Play that one against her. So I'm gonna say that because I can feel like crap all day long. Matthew 20. This is gonna be my last one. Matthew 21. Come on back here, page. 21, 22. 21. Where you at? Make sure I got the right one. 21, 22. Okay, this is on believing. We have to believe. We have to believe. Okay, 21, 22 of Matthew. And this is Jesus talking. And all things, all of them, all things, whosoever ye shall ask, no, whatsoever, excuse me, whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive. And I'm saying that because we have prayer hands in um in our chats. And that means we're praying one for another. And it says pray one for another that you both may be healed. And
Mhm.
that's what we are to do. So thanks for having Motivational Monday. I'm sorry I didn't come up. Well, I'm not sorry because I got my hair scarf on. I ain't tripping on this morning, but I am gonna say something every time. So you guys have a good motivated Monday here. No matter what you do, no matter what you do.
Thank you,
Um,
Dad.
yeah, I mean, because check this out. We can walk around sad as hell if we want to. I just can't do that. Like my feet hurt. I told you I got these bone things. But I mean, I have to go to the store. I have to walk our dog. We both walk him. But in the mornings, he comes to me like, okay, it's time to walk. I'm looking at him like, okay, my feet hurt, but I get that leash and I keep walking him. I keep walking him in the morning because it's all about him going to go out there and pee and stuff. So
Mhm.
I just that's how come I couldn't do the exercise and stuff. But I have been in Europe when you first started doing the exercising. When you first did it a while ago, I did. I sat here and I did it, and I still do sometimes. Me and my doggy, our little chihuahua, do it too because we do our neck ones. We do this side to side. We do it 8 times on each side. We go up and down, up and down. I was laughing at myself the other day because I showed that I had this double chin. Not the I ain't got no goiter in my neck, but I do have a double chin like my mother had. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it motivated me to sit here with my little doggy, our little doggy, and do our head thing. I was laughing at myself going backwards when I came back down and said, okay, go away, chin. Go away, chin. So it motivated me to do it and laugh. So yeah, I that's what I gotta say. You guys have a motivated Monday, no matter what you do. Smile, be happy. Um, and just remember, those that have lost someone, we all have. My mother in 2011, my father before that, and my brother a few years ago. But my thing is just like I did say in the chat, absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. I got I got to it's coming up on 34 years in October for me, and it was the day before Halloween. So each Halloween, I try to get the kids candy and stuff like that to keep me motivated.
Right.
I have to keep going. I have a stronger testimony on I can give every year, but I don't. You understand what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
can. That's why I keep relating to you when you have these videos. When somebody's in the chat that they lost one, we're going to. We are going to take our butt somewhere. But I gave a, a, um a excuse me. I gave a positive attitude. When we're gone, we are to be present with the Lord. Heaven is real. It's not going nowhere because he said heaven and earth shall pass away. But it's word, it's gonna keep on living, keep on living, keep on living. So let's just have a motivated day, whether it's sunny out there, whether it's raining somewhere, because it's hot here already at 8 o'clock in the morning. God, I just dread summer. But anyway, you guys have a good and thanks for coming on this morning. Um, so okay, I'm through talking. I'm through it.
Hey, legend. Hazel put Psalms
Hey, Queen,
138
how are
verses 8.
you?
I'm good in yourself.
I am blessed. I am
Let me
blessed.
turn
I
you
am
up a little
blessed.
bit. Okay, go ahead.
Let me speak in
Somebody's up
tongues.
there. Wait a minute,
Yeah,
somebody's up there.
yeah. We got legends.
Okay.
You want to see it?
Yes, thank you, and thank you for the prayers. Amen. Amen. Amen.
I know, right? Amen.
Roxy,
Hey,
first I
Kimberly.
want to congratulate you. I wanted you to know ever since the first day I seen your video, I hold you in my prayers with those kids. I had been planning something for you not even knowing about it, but I had got suspended from work. But God is good, so we claim any negativity, and we just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. But you touched my heart with them kids, cause at any moment in time, it could have been me and my
Mm,
mom in that position. And my
yes.
mama was the type, she didn't like, she was a fool in real life. But talking about getting on this internet and on this phone, she cussed me out by get updating her government phone and said she needed her flip phone back. So when I see you, when I see you, I be like, that's her all day long. And my mom had this particular cuss word that she calls everybody. Don't mean no harm. Like I said, my brother got taken away in 2020, and I had went to my mom's house and I left and I went back, and when I grabbed her phone, she had 118 missed calls from me. But when I opened the bathroom door, that what she was right there.
Oh, wow.
But God is good. God is good because and
Mm,
that's why you touched me so much because the week before, like I lost my mom and my brother the same week, 2 years apart. My brother the beginning of the week, my mama that Saturday, and we had just went over my
mm,
mama's
mm.
house, loving on her. I had cooked and everything. After I left my mama's house for 3 days, and I had a
Thanks,
story time, but
Shana.
we just got into that. After I left my mama's house for 3 days, I had been so sick till I was just praying for life. COVID was going around, I had been strong. I had lost a lot of family members to that, to my sisters and brothers, husband and wife. So I was just praying. I was laying off the edge of my bed for 2 of those days, just scared to go to sleep, praying to the good Lord, like I'm not ready yet. I still got stuff I got to do. And
Right.
I woke up that third day. I was like, I got to talk to my mom because I'm my mom only girl. I was kind of born with two dads, but it was 19 of us on my dad's side, but I'm my mama only girl. And you guys to know, my mama didn't sign. She didn't do nothing without talk to my daughter. She's not gonna sign her name. She's not gonna agree to nothing. Wait to talk to my daughter. That's how she was. I was the only
Mm-hmm.
girl. So I woke up that third day and that's when I found her. When I first
Mm,
found her, I couldn't do nothing but rub her back and pray. The only thing I can say is, and I had got so strong, so I didn't use it. I had got to where I wasn't tearing up. But the only thing I could say was, Lord, I'm not ready. Lord, I'm not ready. Lord, I'm not
mhm,
ready. You got to remember, just the day before yesterday was 2 days. I was just thinking that it was gonna be my time. I was so sick. But I couldn't
mhm.
imagine her being here. My kids are 27, 18, 19, and 8. So it's been 2 years ago. I couldn't imagine her being here trying to raise my kids and me not. I
I
always been
see.
the stronger. So when I say I applaud you, I keep you in my prayers. Even when I'm not watching your stuff, for some reason you always in my mind when I hit YouTube. If I don't have time to watch your stuff, I click on some. You know, so I send a like. If I don't watch it all the way, I send a like and
Oh,
I go back to it. But I always keep it in my mind because when I heard your story, it was just like it was jaw dropping to me. You are so beautiful
oh, wow.
inside and out. I pray for the situation
Thank you
you
so
going through.
much.
You gonna get out of it. During the time when I found my mom, I'm just gonna tell you another little story. During the time when I found my mom, my kids was being teenagers. The two teenagers was, I'm talking about teenagers, and if you got kids, you already know. I was still having to
Yeah.
bat them left to right. My partner was like basically dogging me out. I had surgery on my shoulder. I need to do a video on it with the tree fell in my house. When I say a big old tree fell in my house, it just shook
Mm,
my house. I had to get the whole roof replaced. My partner was not partnering at all. When I tell you he was man, he gave me like $1,800 for my business. He got an attitude and was like, he know I didn't spend all the money to get the tree up. They wanted to charge me like $7,000 to get the tree up. So I went from $7,000. I found some Mexican for like 4,500. I went from the 4,500 to dude I know because I'm a trucker. So you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna know certain people. He wanted to charge me 2,500, so I gave him the 1,800, and he let me pay him the rest of it in installments. But basically, I let my partner go behind all of that because he was like, he was so determined on. You know people, you got connects, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't had
Mhm.
to pay for that. You could have got that done free. And I'm looking at him like, you know what I'm saying? Like we live together. How you gonna try to pimp my cookies? Like
Oh,
you
wow.
can't pimp me like that. No, sir, this going to Lounsburg. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah, you too. Thank you. You have a blessed day. So yeah, I ended up getting rid of him. He was cheating on me anyway, and he thought he was like having his cake and ice cream and eating it too. I ended up sitting him right on over there where he was staying at. Got his CDL permit. I ain't had no love loss. And rat today he be begging and crying left and right, and I just don't put up with him. Like I told him, after I lost my mama, nonsense. I don't put up with nobody nonsense. Like I don't have
Yes.
time for it. It's love, peace, and happiness in my life.
Yes.
Like you gonna stand tall or you gonna stand for nothing. Plain and simple. God got me through. I'm talking about God.
Yes.
Nobody but God got me through. Mentally, I was like, he had lost his mom and his brother, and I was like there for him, and his mom didn't even really do me like that. But then I lost my mom like 2 months after that, and it was like I walked 2 days later. I walked in from my mama's house. He asking me, "What you cook? You ain't gonna cook nothing,
What?
girl. Who you talking to?
Oh
Like,
my
are you
God.
serious?" So the next day, I didn't just not cook. I didn't come home at all. I stayed at my mama house and laid in my mama bed and slept in my mama bed. When I
Mm.
got that feeling and my mama sent me that strength, like it was just something I didn't sleep those first 2 days, but once I stayed at her house and slept in her bed and I actually went to sleep and closed my eyes, it was like confirmation to me. My mom telling me she okay. Baby,
Mm.
I'm okay. You gonna be okay.
Yes.
I had to pat myself on the back right now because I was a 420 queen. When I tell you I've been driving for 8 years, but I've been 420 the whole time I've been driving. So during that
Mm.
time, like mentally, I was like I couldn't even talk. I got to the point where I had to write the doctor what I was feeling. I wrote him a 4-page letter front and back. The man ended up putting me on 2 anxiety pills or depression pills and told me to continue the 420. I told him
Oh.
that I was trying not to 420 because of my job. He said, "Well, I don't know what you're gonna do." When I say life was real, I wore my mom for almost 2 years. I wore glasses when I came outside, and my mom had these pearls. They was in layers, like 4 layers. I wore my mom pearls and them glasses because she was like my mom was she was the life of the party. So many people knew her. Like I had people giving me money, and I was telling them like I don't need nothing. I told my kids, I said for people to give you money, like dudes, street dudes, give you money and be like, well, I ain't asked you what you need. This for mama. I told her she was loved. she
Right.
she she had this word. I don't even know if I can say it on here, but she had this word she used to call everybody but to cook. She was like she had stopped clubbing. She was a shy house queen, but I found her January 22nd. The first of January, she had a party, and I didn't find out about it till the second, January the 2nd. So I called and said, "Mama, how you doing?" She said, "I'm doing all right, just getting up." I said, "You just getting up? Well, what you doing just getting up, girl?" Talking about, "Girl, we party all night long." Now when she said they party, they going from her front porch to her kitchen. She cooking,
Oh.
they going from the front porch to her kitchen. It's about her and about 3 or 4 of her neighbors. But she used to
Mhm.
be like Shy House, my auntie owned clubs. She known in the city. She liked the scene. I think that's why I don't really like the scene, like being around a lot of people. But long story short, I asked, I said, "Mama, who you party with?" She go to name of people. She named about 5 or 6 people. I said, "Mom, you mean to tell me you had a whole party and you didn't call me?" That lady said, "BITCH, gone on. You weren't going nowhere. You weren't going nowhere." This lady had a whole New Year party and they called her only daughter. Are you
Uh-uh.
serious?
She said you
But
ain't coming.
where she knew I wasn't coming. If I show up, it's gonna be 5 or 10 minutes. Kind of the same way I do on this social media. I be trying, but I don't like all eyes on me. I feel, and that
Right.
was gonna lead into my story time. I got on here to tell that story time to let us know as women, because I did one last night on my other platform, Alive, and my cousin, she knew the whole story, but she didn't know the ending. But I got on to tell us, as women, we just have to be extra careful because our beauty can be a blessing and it can also be a curse. Like you
Yes.
never know. You never know who for you. Everybody that say that they for you and act like they for you and want to be there to help you ain't genuine
That's
in them
right.
being for you. You got a lot, like you say, you got a lot of demons out here. You got a lot of entities out here that people don't even have the magnitude to understand mentally because they don't see it in plain sight.
Right.
So I ain't gonna hold you because you said you had to go. But long story short, my story time.
Well, I'm
Um,
enjoying you. Go ahead.
okay, because I'll be running. I'll do never drive, and this is what I do. But my story time I did last night. I said I was gonna do the story time on my channel on the Legends Dispatcher channel because it's part of the reason why I'm glad that I am so independent. But and I printed the text messages out and everything. But I'm gonna give it to your platform because you never know who might need it, who gonna hear it. I was giving the story
Thank you.
to the younger women, and not just to the younger women, but to the weaker women, because it's not
Yes.
always younger women that are weak. Because I
Say
got
that.
strong women in my family, I got weak women in my family. I was talking to one of my cousins yesterday, and she was molested by her stepfather ever since she was little. And she was saying that how my mama rescued her and was there for the family. But that's another story for another day because this man was a preacher. My auntie hold him up in his wrong. It's another big old story that I really need to just
Right.
tell. I did it on my YouTube one time. I mean my Facebook, and it went viral. But I just left it alone. But my story that just happened, because I see some stuff out here. We as women just had to know our worth. We have to stand strong. No
Yes.
matter how hard you don't want to stand strong, you got to know your worth and you got to know your beauty, not just on the outside, but on the inside. And you got to know that it's going to always be people that try to gang up and play up against you. So, what happened to me more recently, that was just a TV ready because I was going through some stuff.
Where you at? Where you at? We don't hear you. You must be moving around and the reception is not good. We can't hear you. She must be moving around. We can't hear her. I'm finna use the bathroom real quick, y'all. Maybe she'll be back by that time. Give me 35 seconds, y'all. Give me a bone.
I wanted to say hi, Tashana.
Roxy, Roxy,
I'm
Miss
back,
Roxy,
y'all.
I'm sorry.
Did she come
I'm
back?
back.
Did she come back?
Yes, ma'am, I'm back. I'm
Okay.
sorry. My
Oh,
phone
I
had
figured you
rung.
you moving around so that reception.
My phone had rung and it jumped out. But
Oh, okay. That's fine.
back to my story. Whew, thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I just praise Him all in my sleep every day, all day, because you just don't know how the enemy coming and where the enemy coming from. But if you know, you know. In my city, in my area right now, we got a lot. We got this group of people. With this older guy, he got this clique. And I ain't gonna put no jackets on nobody or call no names because they already going viral and doing their little thing or whatever. But he got this clique where he have these girls, these young girls, and it's a lot of they work in the club, in the local club or whatever. But he ended up his main chick ended up coming out, and basically all of them do their little thing together. So it came out on, you know how people be on Facebook, they Facebook beefing, and they saying that one of the guys that be with them, you know what I'm saying, be doing some of the girls too. So basically the girls doing him, say one or two of the girls did hit him and his son, and they doing everything all in a circle. So and I'm gonna get it gonna intertwine with what happened to me and how I'm just so graceful. But long story short, a girl came out saying that the boy, one of the boys, had gave her the alphabets. Beautiful girl, pretty girl. So
No.
saying that she been had it, she got two children bound, but this girl was actually laughing at one of the other girls, telling the other girl, "Oh, you was on me, telling me that you took my baby daddy. He wasn't never my baby daddy. He was just, you know what I'm saying, my womp the womp the womp. But now you crying and now you crying." But the girl she talking to, she done did a live. I'm up so late one night, not even supposed to be up in the stuff, but it's in the city, and we got a little Love and Hip Hop City page they got on Facebook. So that's how we go in there, and then the uncut you find out the news because the news station don't put nothing on the news. So you had to keep up with that to know what's going on in the city. But long story short, the girl get on now, and she's another young girl, just as pretty as she wanna be. The girl on there, and she's telling how she met him and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, how it did when she first got tested and stuff, that it was nothing, but then she ended up going back after that, you know what I'm saying, she ended up with the alphabets, but she you know, when I say undetectable, but
Mhm.
her being feeling like she undetectable, she's still saying that she loved this boy, and that was her man. So
Mhm.
another girl came out. I'm telling you, it's about three or four girls that came out that did their lives. They came out, did their little lives. So eventually, he came out.
Mm.
Came out and did his live. So in his live, he stated, he said, his grandmama gone, his mama gone. You know what I'm saying? They knew what they was getting into. I'm talking about nobody remorseful, nobody feeling sorry for themselves, nobody. Everybody saying that they undid, but then y'all still passing it. You
Oh
know,
wow.
if you got it and they got it and she got it and he got it, how you
Right.
undo? Ain't nobody
Right.
taking no meds for real. So I just been sitting back, you know what I'm saying, praying for the city, staying up on my kids, trying to keep them educated because you know what I'm saying, you never know when it gonna
Right.
hit, how it gonna hit. We can't do nothing but guide them and teach them to protect themselves. They know what we teach them. So
Right. What city you in?
I'm in Alabama.
Okay.
So I through when I was going through my little thing with my surgery with my shoulder, I had came out, you know what I'm saying, and it basically exhausted my savings and stuff. So I ended up selling my Suburban, but I still had a car. So I'm gonna get my no, I had both of them in the shop. My Suburban went down first, then the car was acting up. So I ended up putting both of them in the shop. So I ended up putting both of them in the same shop. Long story short, I got the Suburban out right before Christmas, like a week before Christmas. Paid like $1,900, got it out. It still was messed up. Still messed. The people got the man got the car back like three times. The car still doing the same thing. So I ended up selling the car. I'm like, shoot, I ain't worried about no car. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm finna maintain. I bounce back. Lord gonna send me back. I know one thing. When I don't do nothing else, I get a job.
Right.
End up selling the truck. He keeping the car. So long story short, the part I want him to put on the car, I want a new part. He keep telling me he putting a used part on the car. I'm asking him to put a new part on the car because I had did a lot of work on the car, but that particular part is like a computer unit. I had put it on there used because I had spent so much money at one time. So now if it's still giving me that same problem, now I want the part to be new to see is that gonna stop the issue. So he ended up giving me the runaround about the car. I ended up stop fussing to argue with him because, mind you, I'm still under a lot of stress. My anxiety stay at the top. I can't get triggered. I don't want to get triggered because I'm gonna go
Right.
somewhere else in life, and then if I go somewhere else, ain't no telling who gonna come behind me because I rarely go there, but they understand where I come from and they gonna have that type of love. So I take them in. I take them to court from the car or whatever. So end up getting my car back, and my son had an accident in one of his cars. He had an accident in his car, and the guy came. My ex old man, my kid's dad, told him to call one of our cousins. Like, y'all don't never think about him. Call him. Call him. He called his homeboy to fix my son car. He fixed the car right on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole axle up under the car. He put it up on the trailer, fixed the car. So when
Mm-hmm.
it's time for me to get my car up by the shop, I said, well, dog, he did that type of work. He fixed that car like that right there. That's a new car. Shoot, I know he can fix that car right here. So I called my people, asked him, I said, you think your buddy can fix my Chrysler? He said, yeah, he's certified. He was fixed 18 wheels. I said, oh, so he don't know what he doing. He said,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So he called me, tell me, I asked him, tell him what's going on with the car. He tell me he gonna charge me $200 to pick my car up and to take it to his shop. Remember that now.
Uh-huh.
Charge me $200 to pick my car up and take it to his shop and see what's wrong with it. Okay. About a good week go past, I called him, asked him, what I'm saying, how everything going. Now when I got the call from the man supposed to be putting a computer unit on it, but he go from the computer unit to tell me it need a transmission. So now this the man I had sued. Now I don't want you to fix on my car at all because you already messed up my truck. I had to sell it, and you supposed to be fixing one thing, but it's always something. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I need to give me another opinion. Just let me get my car, and that's what I was doing. So I tell you, now that man picking up my car gonna take to his shop. So he get the car. I'm thinking he got it and took it to his shop. So he called me. He tell me he was like the car don't need no transmission. It's the Cadillac converter. It just need cleaning out. I said, well, you sure it don't need a new one? He said, yeah. If I clean it out, it'll be just as new. I ain't gonna let you spend no unnecessary money. You ain't gotta spend it. I said, well, I don't mind spending the money because when I get ready to hit the road, I want to gas up and hit the road and go. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for all
Right.
that. Me and my kids on the road we breaking down. That's just not how I move. I ain't gonna let you do nothing else to the car. You all right? You all right? I said, all right then. So when you think you'll be done with the car? I'll be done with it by the end of the week. End of the week. This is what I was gonna do on that page because I printed out all the text messages and stuff. So the end of the week, he by the end of the week, he called. No, I called him. He said the car was running because that was part of the problem. The car run like smooth like a Cadillac, but after it run for so long, you stop at a red light or stop sign or something, it'll just cut off, and then it'll cut off and it won't crank back up for like 15, 20 minutes. Now I just be
Right.
sitting there, you know what I'm saying, trying to wait on the car to crank up. Last time it just did that. I just got it. I was good. I called, told the dude to come tow it, but I ended up trying to crank it and crank back up. So he tell me the car running and stuff. So I tell him, I said, you sure? He was like, yeah. He said, I'm gonna keep it for another week and make sure that you don't have no problems out of it and it still be running. I said, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Thinking to myself, he a real mechanic. He know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? At least he gonna make sure it's right before I get it back. By the end of that
Right.
week, Kyle, I called him and no, yeah, I called him and I asked him, did he check my wires and my air, my heat and stuff? He said, well, it's getting hot. You don't need no heat. You know, so I said, you don't never know what I need. I might need my heat. So he makes it small talk, telling me what he going through with his kids and stuff. So I'm telling him, I say, child, don't even worry about it. I said, I went through so much with my teenager last year. I started writing a book. I said, you wouldn't even believe. I was like, when y'all heard about you need a parental supervision to go to the local football team. I was like, everybody think my kids so manable and yes ma'am this and no ma'am that. I said, but when they come to tearing something up and fight, it was them. I said I started writing a whole book, and to be honest with you, I'm just proud in myself and where they at today. Both of them that graduated, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm proud of
That's
them.
good.
Like don't give up on your kids. Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
With my daughter, but I was just telling him don't give up on your kids. Them your kids. You they daddy, and you trying to be in their life, be in their life.
Right.
So we had that conversation. He tell me he gonna get the wires and stuff for my car. I asked him, I said, well, how much it's gonna cost? He like, you always asking how much some cost. You always talking about money. You always talking about money. I said, yeah, you fixing my car, supposed to
Right.
be talking about money. You know what I'm saying? You fix my
Exactly.
car, I got to know how much it costs. I don't like owing people, and I want to know that I can afford what you got going on. So he was like, I'll let you know, I'll call you back, let you know. And I'm gonna show him the story real because I can go on and on with our back and forth. A long story short, we went back and forth, you know what I'm saying, for about 2 months. He had my car from January, I got it back March 23rd. So within them 2 months, he going back and forth with me. He told me I could pick it up. You know what I'm saying? But when he told me I could pick it up, he never would answer the phone when it's time for me to pick it up.
Oh
Or
wow.
he never would call me when he tell me, you know what I'm saying, to call him. That he gonna call me, but I'm gonna call you in the morning. He never would call me. One morning he didn't call me. I told him, I said, I text him. No, I called him. He didn't answer. Then I text him. You know what I'm saying? Is the call good? He like, I'm in Troy. He tell me he in another city over from us, and I'm telling him to let me know when you get back. My niece can bring me to pick it up. He tell me, well, I had to handle my daughter and make sure my daughter got out. Womp the womp the womp. Okay, but you said you gonna call me yesterday. This a whole nother day, and you
Right.
kind of sort of trying to give me friction. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to get my car. I got it verbatim too, but he going back and forth with me. Keep going back and forth with me about my car. So I'm gonna stop at that next stop sign. So he tried to do that, so he ended up telling me that I could come get the car. It was a Monday. He told me I can get the car on a Wednesday. So I tell him, I said, I don't know, Wednesday gonna be a good time for me. I said I might need to make arrangement Thursdays, being cause I get off work late. You know, my niece work, my son work. I need to make sure that they schedules are open to take me down there where it's at, cause it's like in another little country part from where I stay at. I stay in the city. So he's like, okay, that's cool. So come that Thursday, I called him that morning. He tell me he barbecuing. He at his homeboy house barbecuing. He'll
What?
call me when he get through.
Oh
Okay, that's
Lord.
fine, cause I'm at work. You know, I'm just letting you know that I'm gonna pick the car up this evening.
Right.
So I called him that evening to pick up the car. He don't answer the phone. So now you really tripping, like you giving me the runarounds about my vehicle, like you
Right.
gone crazy, ain't it? So
Mm,
I end
mm,
up, he texts me back, giving me the runaround stuff. I can't even remember verbatim. That's why I got them. That's why I print them out. But he ended up giving me the runaround back and forth by the car. So I ended up going to his house. Oh, I had to meet my insurance. I had to meet my insurance man. So I texted him and told him that I know it's kind of late because it was about 8. I was like, I know it's kind of late, but I had an appointment. I wanted to know, you know what I'm saying, was it still okay to pick it up? He ain't at home, this, that, and the third. So I goes down there by 11 o'clock that night. I pull up at his spot. Oh, mind you, let me go back to that. That's why I forgot. Mind you, I took him the money for the parts. When he's supposed to put the wires on there and stuff. When I took him the money to the parts, I take him the money to his house. Now, mind you, you charge me $200 to take my car to the shop and put it on the machine, right?
right.
I take you the money to your house with about 8, 9 cars around your house and the house next door. You telling me how you own the house next door, your daddy died and left you that house and stuff, this, that, and the third. Okay, that's good, but I'm still kind of look kind of sketchy because you supposed to took my car to the
Right.
shop. So come back after that. What happened before I went down there at 11 o'clock? He called me and said he was bringing me my car, but the car stopped. That I actually did need the transmission. Them in that text message, in the text message I print out,
He's so
saying
full
that
of.
I actually, yeah, saying I actually did need the transmission. But I just want my car fixed right, Miss Roxy. I'm not even arguing with him. I'm not doing none of that. I tell him find the transmission. How much the transmission gonna cost? How much you gonna charge me to put it in? You know what I'm saying? He tell me $500. He gonna charge me two to put it in. Okay, just go get the transmission. I send him the money for the transmission. I send him the
Mm-mm.
money for the transmission. Tell him to send me the receipt back. He ain't never sent me the receipt back. So I don't know what type of bootleg stuff you got going on, cause I already know my cousin I met you through. I know he with the shit, but I ain't gonna think he gonna be with the shit with me. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
ended up I went to his house like 11 o'clock that night, cause now I'm back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm real humble in life, but I've been a part of the Black Air Force One crew all my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I walk around, I'm very respectful. I act like I don't wear the white Air Force, but the Black Air Force I wear them to work every day. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So don't come playing with me like that. Like don't push me to where we ain't trying to go. We to conquer that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I ended up at his house 11 o'clock that night. This where it finna get juicy. At. I end up at his house 11 o'clock that night. Why this joker one there? I knock on the door, ring doorbell. He wasn't there. I go on the back. I try to I try to get I go in the back and try to get in the car. The car unlocked, but I don't see the key nowhere in there. So I go to making phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm a driver, and before I got legal, I used to run the roads illegal. So I got a crew. I got a homeboy. Him and his grandma was teaching me how to back the trailer up even before I got my license. But I know any type of equipment that's gonna be needed, I know he got it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make it happen. So I called my homeboy, try to get him to bring me the trailer or whatever. He don't answer the phone, but I'm like, dang, I'm blowing him up, but I'm knowing he probably not answering because he don't know this phone number. Because I call a lot of people off my Google app. I be at peace in my life when I don't want to be bothered. I just ain't want to be bothered. He ain't got my number. So I ended up couldn't get him, couldn't blow him up. Tried to call me a tow truck wouldn't come. Tried to made a couple phone calls around the neighborhood, couldn't find nobody. Mind you, 11 o'clock at night. So I said, all right, I done got my niece, got her to ride down there with me. So I said, all right, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna be up there first thing in the morning. In the morning, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get up first thing in the morning. So it was on my heart. Do you hear me? I got up that morning, I brushed my teeth, washed my face. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even take no shower. I just got out my night clothes. I said, today gonna be the day. So I go down there, I parked right in front of his door. I stopped at the gas station, got me 2 Black and Milds, and got me a Coke. I parked in front of his door. When I parked in front of his door, I parked in front of the driveway. Couldn't nobody get in or get out. So mind you, I'm already I had to carry him last night. I know where cars were here, where cars weren't. So if the one car was sitting right up there at the door. It was sitting right at the door. So I said he must be in that car right there. I'm sitting there. It's 6:42 in the morning. He texted me. He said, "Is you in front of my house?" 6:43. I said, "Good morning, yes sir." He said, "Okay, I'll be there at 12, and I will get your car out for you." I said, "Okay." That's 6:45. Why this joker? He texted me back. He said, "Since you still in front of my camera, making my camera going off, go look in the car and see is the key there." I said, "It's not. I looked yesterday." He said, "Okay, there's no need to sit in front of my house." That's 654. 657. I said, "Attitude with the thinking emoji. When you giving me the runarounds, I haven't got out of pocket with you not one time. Just wanted to pick up my car, and since you were finally done with it and willing to pay your costs, I have time today, and I'm willing to pay your costs. I have time today. I don't have to get out my vehicle. You've been telling me you was going to call me when you get home or when you up and never do. I don't have anything to do. I can wait on you today." He texted me back and said, "Not in front of my house. I'll call you when I'm home." I ain't text back. I ain't reply. Cause by this time I'm on the phone with my cousin. I'm telling her, "Well, man, good, come on down here. Cause if the car cut off, if it run, I'm just gonna take it uphill to the nearest gas station. You can bring me back down here and get me, put me, so I get the car that I drove down here in. You know what I'm saying? Get from down here, get my car from down here." So I ain't text him back or say nothing. He texted me back. He said, "Look, I'm tired of my camera going. Leave from in front of my house. Damn, don't put me in a bad mood." Huh?
What?
Say what? I said your bad moves count and mine don't. You don't know how many I've been in. You supposed to keep your moves out of business. I've been very patient. He
Right.
came back and said, "This on a Sunday night. This on Sunday, early Sunday morning." And I'm talking about it early folks out because where I'm from, they was that March 23rd is like a neighborhood holiday, so they out. So he came back. He said, "And business is doing Monday through Friday, not weekends. So you just want to go there with me. Just leave my fucking house like I asked, and I'll call you when I get to my house." I ain't text.
Wow.
I ain't text. I ain't reply. I didn't say nothing. So by this time he sent another text. He said, "Why you won't answer your phone? I'm in the yard." But I didn't see that text. Don't you know when he sent me that last text talking about get in front of his house? When I look up, it was a sheriff right there. Don't
What?
you know that joker had called the police on me?
Who?
You called the police on me
The
about picking
nerve.
up my car. Now, mind you, he been
Wow.
saying that tell him, "Oh, my money ain't no good. I'm always talking about money." But I'm telling him I work every day. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? Text me one time. That was in in one of the texts too. My son had wrecked his car. My baby son had wrecked the car. So he do body work. My cousin said he do body work. So I text him and tell him my son wrecked the car. Ask him, can he come look at it? He text me back and asked me, can I? He said, "Give me some." I said, "Huh?" He texted me, said, give me some. I text back, I said, huh? He ain't reply or say nothing else. He ain't call and said nothing. So I'm like, this joker to call the police on me. So the police telling me when the sheriff pulled up, she asked me, she said, what you doing here, ma'am? I said, I'm waiting to talk to the guy about picking up my vehicle. She shaking her head. She said, mm-mm. Mm-mm. I said, what you mean? Mm-mm. She said, you can't wait right here. I said, well, he been giving me the runaround, and I work all the time. I had time today. She said, he already done called in. He out of town. She said, you got to go down the street and wait in front of a abandoned house or something, but you can't wait right here. I was like, are you serious? She was like, yeah. I said, well, that's fine. I said, because I ain't got time to play with him. I just need my car. She said, well, he'll have to call you when he get back in town. I said, well, he told me he was going to be here by 12. She said, will you talk to him? I said, this morning. So I goes to show her the text. She said, who is that? I said, that's him. He done came from behind his house.
What?
So she called his name. She like, really? She like, why is you playing? Like, you telling us you ain't in town. Why you can't get this lady her car? You talking about you out of town. My secret admirer just dropped me off. My secret admirer just dropped me off. I just came right out to cut my secret
What?
admirer. And I'm looking like, what me and my car got to do with you and your secret admirer? You know what I'm saying? So the lady like, she said, ma'am, she
That's
said, I can't.
funny.
Huh, ma'am, what
That
you
was
tell me,
just saying
right?
that's funny. Go ahead. I was just
Yeah,
funny.
hilarious. You ain't hilarious. So the lady tell me, she said, ma'am, she said, I can't make him give you your car. That's silver. She said, but it ain't right what he doing. She said, whoever refers you to him, they know they were dead wrong. She said, cause I'd have been down here on several occasions, and this what he do right here. When he can't get what he want, this what he do. I said, ma'am, it's funny as you say that. I said, cause he was all cool. Oh, that's what happened. See, that's why I needed my little list. That's what happened. We was talking about his kids and stuff. The next day after we was talking about his kids, he told me, he called me and told me that he wanted to date. And I told him that I don't date. And he was like, what you mean you don't date? You got kids? And I started laughing. I was like, yeah, I got kids, but I don't date. I was like, I don't have time for that in my life. Like, I be chilling, I work, I go to school, and I got a baby. I ain't got time to be doing all that extra stuff right now. So
Right.
after that situation, that's when he really stopped answering the phone for me and dodging me and stuff like that. So the police brought that up, said that's what she said. She'd have been down there a couple of times, and that's how he act. So she was like, she asked him, you know what I'm saying, why he ended up cussing the police out. Telling the police, tell me, y'all
Wow.
can't make me look bad. Y'all can't make me look bad. It's already a junkyard. Y'all down here trying to make me look bad. She standing out in front of my door, making my alarm go out. I was like, well, disable it, sir. I ain't finna disable my alarm unless nobody come around here stealing it. So I'm telling the officer, she was like, she can't make him get my car. I was like, oh, he finna get my car. That we ain't even finna have that discussion. I said, only thing he got to do is move that car right down the driveway. Cause when I took the money down there, he had my car in the front yard. When I go back down there later on, he got my car in the backyard, submerged all in the mud and everything. So I was like, all thing
Oh.
he got to do is move that car right there out the driveway, and I get my car. Like I promise you, I printed out all the text message receipts and everything. Cause I was gonna do my video on it. So I was like, he can move that car. I'm gonna get my car. Like we ain't even discuss that, cause I'm saying in my head like y'all finna be down here for a whole different reason. So I was nice with the lady though. I told the lady, I was like, we ain't gonna discuss that, ma'am. I was like, cause what he don't know is I got big nuts. All I got big nuts. Like he playing with me, but my nuts bigger than his in real life. I said, we ain't finna play by my car. I said, ma'am, it's funny that he called you. I said, because if he had came out here on that rah-rah, I was gonna call y'all anyway. I was like, I don't do confrontation, I don't do confusion. I pay for what I want, and I don't even go through this all these shenanigans like this right here. This ain't even how we live right here. So he ended up, the lady asked him, did the car crank? He tell me, something, the key in the car. So the lady was like, well, did you check the car? I said, yes, ma'am. So he go get the key from under the mat. So I was like, well, I didn't look under the mat. I just looked in the glove compartment and in the initial. So go to try to crank the car. He asked me how much gas in the car. How much gas? I was like, well, I don't know, sir. You said you was bringing it to me. Get in the car, the gas low. I go get some gas. I go get some gas. So by this time it was a black lady and a white man. So the white man, he said, do you want to? Don't you want to get your key from him while he go get the gas? I was like, yeah, you right. So I was like, you got the key? He was like, yeah. I was like, well, can I have my key? No. The officer
Oh.
said no. Like, you know what I'm saying? He like, what you need with the key? I was like, I just want my key to my car. So he ended up giving me the key to the car, came back with the gas. When he putting the gas in the car, he tell me, stop moving that damn car. You getting gas all over my boots. Cause I started in the car. So he said that. I started on in the car again, made the gas spill again. I'm just looking at him, you know what I'm saying? I ain't open my mouth. I'm just looking at him. He cussing, he doing all that loud talking. I'm just looking at him. I ain't said a word. So the car wasn't cranked. So the police ended up, they said that they had to go, you know what I'm saying? By the time my cousin came up, because my cousin on the phone with me, my cousin was like, oh no, he talking strong, strong, girl. I'm on the way right now. Like, I be there in 5. So my cousin that came, by the police then came, they left. So the police left, my cousin came, I'm sitting in the car with her smoking my black. I'm sitting there, I ain't even paying no attention. I'm just laughing because at the end of the day, you gonna give me my car. He to move the car to the driveway. How about this joker put my car on a chain? Put it on the trailer, put it on the chain, and put it up out that mud and put it right there in the front of his driveway.
What in the
Put it
hell?
put it right down in front of his driveway. Get what I did, Miss Rox? I couldn't even find no tow truck that day. Where I live at, tow trucks in between 65, 70 to $80. You know what I'm saying? Just going across
Mhm.
town, or either from his location to my location. I know it wasn't supposed to be no more than about $80. I called the tow truck. The only one I can get, one at 175. Cool. You
What?
said 20 minutes. You said 20 minutes. You think on line me like I send you the receipt. That's that whole my whole video. That's what I was gonna do the video on because I got the receipts. I printed out all text messages and everything. I paid 175 to get my car towed. 3 miles outside of the city. Didn't care. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. You got me messed up. So when the tow truck came, he know the little you. It was a young guy. He know the guy, but he want to be all big and, make it known that he know the guy. So I was finna get my car towed to another shop, but I said, nah, he know the guy. I ain't even get my car towed there because he might run up, you know what I'm saying, try to do something to my car tonight. So I just
Right.
got it towed home. So when he telling the guy, told me this your daddy Mustang right here, this your daddy car. So the guy was his nephew. So I ain't say now. I just told the guy when I walked. The guy was walking off like he thought he was getting the car towed. I was like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm the one finna write your check." So he turned around. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." So I said, "Which way you want to go? You know what I'm saying? You want to go through the city or the interstate?" So he was like, "It didn't matter." I said, "I don't mean no harm." I was like, "But that's your uncle." I said, "Your uncle act like he want the swipe for swipe, man. You can't make a 304 out of everybody." I was like, shoot, he can't play with me like that. At the end of the day, I've been getting him my money to fix my car. He ain't fix my car, and I ain't got time to play with him. So when my car got up on that trailer, I looked at him. I said, see, if people like you, that's why I don't do niggas. I called him out the whole word, UCK. That's why I don't do niggas. And got in
Right.
the car. He the tow truck up there halfway because dude had to put some anti tie up there talking to the dude. I don't care nothing about you know that dude. I work every day. My money go speak for what I ain't got to speak for. What I ain't got to do is play with you. Now remember I told you I had a friend that I called and I was blowing up and he wouldn't answer the phone.
Hmm.
So they from the little country. They from the country outside the city. This guy was from the country too. He stay right at the city line, but he from the country, about 15, 20 miles from the city. So it wasn't a week later. I see my little friend. He rides through the neighborhood and on his little spider. So I'm at the gas station. He pull up. He like, nigga, where you been? I've been trying to get in contact with you. I need you to move this truck for me because he got a couple trucks or whatever. I said, man, I ain't doing no hot shots. I ain't doing no lows. I'm just doing my 9 to 5. I ain't playing like that. I said, then, a matter of fact, I tried to call you the other night to come move a car for me. He was like, move a car. He was like, what car? So I'm telling him. He was like, man. He said, man, that dude ain't right. He said, you know that my cousin, right? I said, yeah, I figured y'all was some
Oh,
key cause we all come from down that way. Now, mind you, I told you, I've been knowing this man here for over 20 years. I told you, I've been driving 8 years. Him and his grandmama used to be out there teaching me how to back up in the tractor in the trailer before I got my license. So that's how long I've been knowing him. He tell me that his cousin. I said, I know. He said, man, the dude ain't right. He said, I know he didn't think you were gonna fall for that. He didn't know who he was playing with. I said, not in real life. He said, tell me why I just took a lady over there yesterday. Said this lady went got her car and he clowning calling her all kind of B's and H's. And the lady said she don't know nothing about him.
wow.
That
So
wasn't the end. What wild me was, remember the story I told you about the beginning about how all these young girls going around here with the and
yeah.
thinking it's cute. Okay, my homeboy tell me, he said, homegirl, he said, nah, you know if it's anybody else, I wouldn't even must say nothing. He said, but you know I'ma let you know. I was like, what? He said, I ain't gonna put it out there like that. He said, but I had to tell you. He said, one, I don't know how true it is. He said, but you know, we got another cousin. He called the dude name. He said he been telling everybody in the family, you know what I'm saying, they be together, said he got that pay.
Mm, mm,
I
mm,
said, you see how God protected me?
mm, mm,
Now
mm.
you try to trick me, try to act like I'm so this and I'm so that, but you sit here mad at me because I won't lay with you for you to fix my car, but then come back after I won't lay with you and you cut up. Your cousin sit here and tell me that it's going around in your family that you sick.
Oh my God.
You sick,
What
sick.
in the hell is
You see
going
how
on?
good God is.
Hmm.
You see how good
So
God
he
is.
intentionally is doing. He didn't. From me just
Like he,
listening to you from the outside looking in, it's like he has whatever he went through and know what he got. He has intentionally created a plan and against all women. He's mad. It's
yes.
crazy.
M- Remember the dude said he just said the lady didn't know nothing about him and he calling her all kind of B's and H's. So I only imagine that she didn't want to lay with him neither. She
Right? He
wanted
want to
him to
give it
fix
to
her
all
car.
women because
Yeah,
he's angry with women.
and say he got 12 kids already.
Mm,
You
mm,
shouldn't even
mm.
want to look at a woman.
Right.
You shouldn't even want to look at a woman. Well, I said, baby, I walk a walk every day. My walk ain't just for Sunday. I don't need no appreciation. I don't need nobody to pat me on the back. I walk my walk because I'm grateful to the Lord from where He brought me from. I can't go buy Him no shirt, no car to take Him out to eat to show Him no gratitude or no appreciation. So the way I show my appreciation is I walk a walk daily,
Mm,
daily.
yes.
Now I need to work on my tongue, but my walk,
Mm,
I don't
mm,
have. I done
mm.
came a long way. I work hard for that,
Now,
but
that's a
I just
testimony.
wanted, yeah, I just wanted to share that story because women will let our beauty feel like we get by,
Right. Like
and
you can
you'll never
get.
know when. Yes, when that's the devil in disguise.
So I'm wondering, like, do he like get the money? He like, I'm gonna fuck them if they let me. If they let me do it, if I can finesse it, like you didn't fall for it, you want to date, okay? But he get the money, he make it seem like it's legit business, okay? Because people speaking up for him and vouching for him and
Yeah,
referring him, so he got over on that and make it look like business. So yeah, you know you got to spend some money. So why wouldn't you give him the money? So that makes sense.
thank
You know,
you.
he tried to trickle in a little sidebar conversation, a little,
Yes,
small talk. And next thing you know, he thinking that he trying to feel you out to see if you lonely, thirsty in between
if you
men.
weak enough, yep.
Yes. And then that didn't
Cause
work. Then he gonna play you with your car because if it worked, he was gonna probably fix it a little
yeah,
bit up a
a
10.
little bit just enough for
While
the
he
run
giving
for
you
him
that
that for him
package.
to try to have me again. But in the
Yeah.
end, you were gonna FUCK me, you gonna FUCK my car, and you were gonna keep FUCK me because you weren't gonna never fix my car right.
Wow,
Not
that
me.
is madness.
I don't think my cousin kept saying up there. She was like, "Oh, cousin, I'm so glad for your growth." She said, "I'm so glad for your growth, girl. I got to get there." I said, "Girl, when you know what you know, how you know what you know, you don't have to worry about nothing. Cause the old me, I tell you no lie, baby. Hey, it would have been black 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, baby. I would have hit 2, 3 of them windows in that car, and it would have been a plastic bottle with some gas and a paper towel sticking out of it. Everything would have been on fire." And baby, you can call the police mammy when you get through with it. It don't matter. We'll handle that situation later, baby. Somebody come get us. But you, God, is
Okay.
so good to you. Had to learn, like they say, everybody action don't deserve a reaction.
That's true. So
Everybody action
you
don't.
got to choose your battles and
That
how you
is
deal with
true.
them.
Yes,
Very true.
What you
ma'am.
say? What you say, Dad?
No, I'm saying that's very true. Every
Oh,
every action don't deserve a reaction. That's true.
Yes, yes, and that's about sense for me. I can't lie. I didn't learn that. I didn't know that. Cause I was one. My mom used to tell me all the time, "You can't do that. You can't do that. That ain't right. Don't." I'd be like, "Shoot, hey, it gonna get done one way or another, but I'm gonna get it off my chest today." But like I say, it just come with time and buying sense and just being grateful for seeing things through another on another spectrum, should I say? Cause
I'm
I
so glad
understand
you was
some of it.
covered.
Yes, yes, and I mean, like I was telling my cousin, I said, then you think it's just these young girls around here, cause the young girls now, the man that the head man, they still surrounded by. He an older guy. He in my age. He 40. He in his 40s. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? These girls in they older 20s. But this guy with my car, he a little older than I am. I'm 43, so he a little older than I am. But I'm like, people just sick. It don't matter if they're young or old. You just have to be careful with the people that you surrounded by and that you entertain. Like I teach even my
Say
teenage
that.
kids, they 17, 18. When I found out they was active, I tell both of them, baby, don't never be afraid to tell somebody no. Don't always use protection and get paperwork beforehand. Cause these people, like, I can't tell them not to. I can tell them that's the better way, but they still gonna go behind my back and do it. So
Right.
I'm gonna just teach you how to protect yourself. I mean, I even me personally, and that's because I got somebody close to me work in the main office. But I brought some at home test home. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
y'all scared to go, then do it at home. But my kids, they don't care. They gonna go. They didn't call both on to call me at different times while I'm at work. Mama, how I do this, how I do that. I actually taught them how to go to the doctor, how to go to the clinic for free, and I taught them how to go with their Blue Cross Blue Shield. Cause if I'm not here, I need you to know how to carry yourself. I need you to know which way to turn or where
This
to
is
go.
scary.
I'm not gonna always be here.
That's right. It's so
Yeah.
scary because we put our life at risk to do what
Yes.
so-called natural that they taught us is
Yes.
natural to do. To a woman want a man want a woman. Now a woman want a woman, man. Whoever you choose, it don't matter. At the end of the day, you still
Right.
got to be protected. But they making us believe and geared us from childhood throughout the centuries of time that this is normal and these are things you
Normal.
do. That you know what I'm saying? You and then they won't even want to twist it on some old other shit, on some roster queen shit. And I ain't finna get into it, but y'all know what I'm talking about when I say
Right.
that roster queen funky shit, that old Peter Whacker and stick it here and do
Right.
it like this and now put your head
Right.
behind your leg and you know what I'm saying? Twist it
And that's
side
why
up and
I'm
golden
so careful.
showers and shit. You know, all
That's
this old
why I'm
dumb
so
shit.
careful. Yeah, and my what I had to tell myself when I first started just backing up out of that lifestyle, just you know what I'm saying, coding and just getting to know myself better was that I wasn't gonna lose myself or allow my kids to lose me because of a nut.
Yeah.
Basically,
See, we be
I
blinded.
feel like that's the most selfish thing ever, that they had to watch me just deteriorate, which I understand is not a death sentence for people today, but still, who want that sentence on them?
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
everybody
Like,
react to it differently. It's because it might not be
yes.
a physical death sentence. It could be a mental or
Mhm.
emotional death sentence. Everybody
Exactly. And
can't handle that. It's all in the
yes.
mind. And then we've been blinded so much and been lied to so much and been uh trained by design to think,
Right.
feel a certain
Manipulated.
way in our own community, in the world of the world. You know what I'm saying? Just different
Mind
sense. We all
manipulated.
supposed to be screwing. You supposed to be screwing.
Right.
Whatever
No, you
happened
don't.
Whatever happened to abstinence and to
Here
marriage?
you
Whatever
go.
happened to getting to know people and learning the signs and the red flags? That
Here
him
you
or
go.
her is not for you. We're not teaching that. We're
Right.
letting them fall by the wayside and letting them go by their own way of learning by watching TV,
Learning.
watching
Yep.
social media around their friends who don't know shit from
Yep.
Shino. They're gonna fall
I
for what
just
they
told
say.
my, oh, you speaking some truth. Do you hear me? I just told my son that yesterday. He brought the little girl in there. I told you, well, you better be glad I ain't called her name. Tell me some, mama, don't do that, baby. Cause what I told you was to wait. What I told you was to get you a girlfriend. You ain't gonna be bringing out this girl and that girl in my house and thinking that it's cool and it's okay. I said that's why you build your foundation. You don't just
And
go out there and run wild. You build a
yeah,
foundation. You want to be a man. You want your own family. You don't, baby. I don't hold them up and they wrong. Now, my kids know I love them. I love them to pieces. And I'm going to be
right.
with them right or wrong. But I'm going to let them know when they wrong.
That's right. And that's
I'm
because
going to let you
it's
know.
normal today. It's normal for 15, 16, 17, 20 year olds to like men and women. But it's not fucking normal to be fucking and sucking on dick when you ain't even married.
Right.
Let's just keep it real.
Right. And that's what
It
they
ain't
do. But
normal.
my teenager, they 17 or 18. And I still be side. My daughter, she's 17. She still can't bring a guy around me or in my house. And she
Just
graduated.
because you
But
dating don't mean you
I
got
want you. I want her to build your future, baby. Put you some credentials under your name. You know what I'm saying?
Those
Like,
dating things is supposed to be to get to know each other, to see if you
right,
are applicable to be together, if you even are on one
compatible.
accord, not to be screwing, sticking and licking.
Right,
You doing so much of that, by the time you realize he or she ain't for you, you're
ain't for
already
you.
stuck because either you're pregnant or you're addicted
Yep,
to the sex. And now you don't feel like
exactly.
you can walk away. But if you had just dated those 3 months, those 6 months, that year,
Yeah,
and
yep.
because you grown and now you know what I'm saying, you done got your career going, you got your job popping, you got your own place,
You kind
y'all
of
have
know
time to
yourself.
know each
You
other.
know what
Yes,
you want in life. They
they
don't get
doing
a
it ass
time,
backwards.
give themselves time to know themselves.
Right, you don't have to go through what we've been through and other people been through to know
Yes.
that you ain't, but you gotta smoke crack to know that it's gonna fucking get you addicted. You
Okay.
ain't gotta pop pills to know they might have fentanyl in it and you could die.
Okay.
You ain't gotta fucking drink morning, noon, and night to know you're gonna fucking become an alcoholic, whether you believe it or not.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what's
Speak.
wrong with people. We got too much information. This is not the 60s, 50s, and the 70s where we didn't have all the information. There's too much information out here
Exactly.
for people to be just willingly dying. That's how I know people are influenced by
Yes.
demonic shit.
And that's what I think too. It's just you willing it, you asking for it. Like you already know what's out here
You
and
a
how it coming,
half-ass
what it's
nut.
gonna
The
do
nut
to
don't
you.
even be good. The sex don't even be
Right.
good. That should be
Come
out
on
of
with it
your mind.
now. Come on with it now.
It lasts every bit of 3 to 5 minutes on a good day. They don't make good sex no more. That shit over with in the 80s and the 90s. I'm sorry, y'all
Come
missed
on,
it.
cat. Come on,
That shit
cat.
all
That
in
my
y'all
mama
mind.
named that right. So I told you to remind me of come on, cat. But my mom be but my okay. I'm gonna say it. The word is people that came from we was at I was at my auntie house and my mama had been gone over a year. My cousin said this told the guy said this the sister bulldog here and he said he said this the sister bulldog the man just hugged me. He said no it ain't. I don't care what my mom went in the country when she left when they come back to our city everybody I had a million phone calls people telling me who gonna call me a sister bulldog or not who
Oh
gonna call me a
wow.
sister bulldog. My mama said they sissy bulldaggers. And she
Oh
said,
what?
but she meaning she said that mean they do anything for anything. They don't care
Right.
what they do. Be
They down
kissing
for
and
whatever.
sucking on everybody. Yes. I be like, Mama, don't be saying that. She like, shit, go. You know one thing. Them inches talking about us. I be like, Mama, don't be talking about those folks. Mama be clowning, but
Your
everybody
mama is a
loved her.
mess.
When
Rest
I
in
tell
peace,
you,
mama.
everybody, when you come to her house, whatever you want to cook, whatever well, the food gonna be cooked, but whatever you want to. When I found her, I'm gonna tell you how much love she had. When I found her, my cousin called me and told me, he said, remind me today to
Okay, Hazel.
bring.
Okay.
Bye bye. She said, remind me today to bring Auntie her bill. I got her bill waiting on her. I supposed to took it to her yesterday. I just said, And I kept saying, He like, what's wrong? I said, And I gave somebody else the phone. While I'm doing that, I had another cousin. She got a husband. Everybody think he's some kin of us, but he's not. It's my cousin. But him and my mama was tighter. He was getting out his car with a 12 pack, bringing her bill. They gonna bring her bill. They gonna cook for the holidays. She got 15, 20 buckets of chitlins in there. They gonna give
Wow.
her 10, $15 or buy her 6 pack, and she good. She gonna stay up all night, turn her music on, have that house warm, smelling good, and she in there. You don't need much smell the chitlins. She cleaning.
Oh wow.
So when I said,
You
but
had
mama was
chitlins
raw
for
with it,
ooh wee.
she was uncut and raw. And people be want that out of me, but I'm kind of like the nice nasty. I like say, but I'm gonna say, and then you have a blessed day, and we good. You might not want to
Right,
speak to me, but when you see me again, I'm gonna say, hey, how you doing, and keep going and be through with it.
right.
So I don't know. But I enjoyed you, Miss Roxy. I just wanted to put that out there because a lot of
Thank you
time
for
us as
sharing. I really
women,
enjoyed you.
yes, and I enjoyed you too. A lot of time us as women fail to know our worth. And we
That's
don't
what
need nobody to validate us. We don't need society to validate us. You know what I'm saying? We don't need the next person to tell us that you beautiful, you pretty, or you fine when you know that you are
right,
there anyway. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Just hold off sometimes. Sometimes just say no to temptations and let God.
Don't put
And
yourself
God
in the
gon'
situation to even get
yes.
feeling like that because you know the flesh is weak. Wednesdays is relationship talk about 6 p.m. Central Time. So if anybody want to come up, you too,
Oh, I can
lady.
have a couple of those. Oh, I send you an email or video, and you gonna be like, girl, you got to tell me what's going on behind this one.
Yeah, come on up and tell another
Yes.
story. You know what I'm saying? Give advice, because that's what I was called a relationship advice with Roxy, but I decided to call it relationship talk because I don't want nobody to
Yes,
think that I
ma'am.
think that my advice is the best advice and I'm some type of fucking guru. I'm not, but I think I'm
Yes,
an expert
but you
because
are.
through my
But you
experience.
are. You are a guru. Your wisdom and your experience has made you that guru. But what gurus don't do is
Yeah,
gurus don't claim to be the gurus. You don't know that you are the guru you are. You don't
right.
see it, but you only have your eyes. You don't see what we see.
Right. And that's the
So
thing. A lot of people start waking up, like you said, how you changed. You was asleep. You was in 3D, so to speak.
yes,
Now you
ma'am.
might be in 5D. And that's a lot of
Yeah.
people. We have been
I
blinded in our
yes, they
lives.
be we be blinded, and I tell anybody, I say I praise God everything all day, every day. And I tell anybody, I say God had hands on me even before I knew who He was.
That's right.
Like when I look back on life and some of the stuff I did, cause I wasn't one of the girls that you know what I'm saying was in the club. I ain't never like to dance and shake it, cause I don't want you to watch me shake it. But I was part of a kick dough crew. You trying to buy it and I'm finna get it. Like
Right.
what you talking about? Like you gonna set my number, so now I'm gonna sit back and laugh at you, cause I feel like you was laughing at me. So I tell people a lot of days, my mama taught them to get money, and that's what I tell my youth. I be like, my mama trained the 304s. I teach 304s. We don't have to be 304s. Plain and
Right.
simple. You know what I'm saying? It's
Exactly.
another way of life. Like it's
Mhm.
options out there, and that's why I was trying to build my platform to where I actually teach people to go. How trucking is not for
Yes.
everybody, but trucking is a way that you can make stability for yourself. So I
Hmm.
wanted to open the door for the trucking and then for the dispatching because it's not difficult like people think it is. And they made it so hard for me coming into the industry to I just wanted to learn everything I can learn, but I simplified for everybody else.
That's good. That's good.
So
Keep it up. Keep that
I'm
going.
trying. I do
These
well. I
young
want to
women out here,
give.
that'll be a way out for some of them
Yes,
who ain't got
I
but one or
want
two
to.
kids or no
Yes, I'm
kids.
trying to do in the social media world what I do in real life. See, like I'm talking to you now, my phone went off, so I forgot we was just even on your channel. I was just holding a conversation with somebody that I felt like I knew. You know what I'm saying? So that's how
Right,
I
right.
just want to be natural with
I
what I do,
appreciate you
cause
sharing.
that no problem. If I'm looking at this phone, looking at this camera, it closed me all the way down. I mean, everything ain't for everybody. I don't like folks out of my face. And it just that
Right,
was my anxiety getting the hit. So it did me just that my phone just cut down and I just was looking at my directions where I was going.
right. Yeah. Focus
Yeah.
on the road while you talking. That's a
Yes,
good thing.
ma'am.
That can be your content while you making videos, while you whether you showing yourself or not. You can
Stop giving me no ideas now. You already showed me how to do that screen, y'all, and don't even know it.
girl, yes, do it.
You
Do it.
bless me with that. That's when I start looking for something for you, and I still ain't gonna tell you what I got for you. It's gonna be a surprise. But when you told me that, I was like, now that's what I needed right there. When you said like you scream y'all, cause the one I was sending you, I think it's Vimo or Vino or something like that. But it was like $100. It give you the free
Woo.
option, but it's not as much on the free option like the Scream Yard. But Scream Yard give you just what you need on the free option, and you don't have to pay
Yeah.
for it. So I was
Right.
like, you know what? Well, she don't know blessings on blessings. She done blessed me. I got to put something together for her. I got to.
Oh,
I
I
said I already
appreciate
had
that.
your email address. I just wasn't gonna contact you till I was ready to be on go.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I appreciate you.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
just never know who you move, who you touch, who
I
you help,
promise
who
you.
listening in the bushes. You just don't
Yes.
know. And
Yes.
I welcome any and everybody to, you know what I'm saying, to get up on this game, to get up on this and share their jewels. Because just because you might not be as savvy about something or older, or you still got wisdom, even young people can teach
Right.
older people. You know, we all
Yes,
got something
ma'am.
to offer. I'm here for it all. Everybody in the chat, everybody in the bushes, I value all of y'all, you know, and
Yes,
I want the
ma'am.
best for everybody, even when I'm, talking my shit. That's just my
Exactly.
way,
But
you
that's
know.
what we need. That make it raw and uncut, and that what make it real life. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
get
because
tired
I
of all
don't
that
want y'all
TV
out here
shit.
fucked up.
You
You know what I'm
need real
saying?
life, yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
they
tell
need
y'all
to know
something real
that.
quick, and I gotta go. My kid's father was in jail. We was together. He went back to jail. He got out, and I was with somebody else during that time in jail because he was gone about probably 3 years, 3 4 years. And I decided that I was gonna go ahead and try to work it out with him since that was the right thing to do. We had two kids, but we had one kid and I was pregnant. So by the time he got out, we got two kids. They like 2 and 3 years old, or 1 and 2. And I'm like, that's the right thing to do. Do the right thing. And know you really like this guy you've been dating. Y'all ain't really serious though, but you really like him. So go ahead and just go on and try to work it out with the kid's father. Y'all supposed to be getting married, blah, blah, blah. Do you know the same that he did come to the house and we did what we did, then probably a few hours later, he was like, girl, look what you did to me. You gave me something. And started trying to tell him that I gave him something. I went to the
Oh,
doctor. Yes. The doctor said, well, I don't know what he told you, what he got, but you ain't got nothing. So he tried to
look
give it
at
to me. He
that.
went out. He probably got out and probably was out a day, 2, 3 days out before he even came to the house to let me know that he was out.
That I
But
already
you know,
been
people
hoe
get out of
hopping.
jail. They don't always come home when they tell you know what I'm saying? They'll
Yeah. Oh,
prove
they
that.
go hoe hop first.
Yeah. And he came over there, whoever he got to first gave him something. And we did what we did, it didn't get me.
Look at
So
God.
I know God be working, be
And
protecting
that was
us.
him showing you that, hey,
Mhm.
this ain't the one for you.
Right.
No matter
And I
what y'all
remember
got
him,
going on, guess
right.
what? It ain't the one for you.
He was
You
just
see what
supposed to
I'm
meet
saying?
you and have these kids by you. That's y'all supposed to have kids
Yes,
together. That's
yes.
it.
I
They
got a
need to come
story
into the
something like
world,
that.
and y'all was
Same
the
thing.
vessel.
Yes, yes. But I enjoyed you, love you to pieces. I
Love
greatly
you too,
appreciate you. I
girl.
appreciate your channel.
Appreciate you. I love you,
Keep doing
Deb.
what you doing. You do what I can't do. I love when you be getting out there and be dancing, doing your little skits, girl. You be
Oh,
cracking me
thank you.
up. Like I be
I'm
on the
glad you
road at the
like.
stop sign trying to hit your little site. Every stop sign I go to, I be trying to hit another skit.
I got to do a little bit more, but I
Yes.
appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that stayed in the chat. We was on here for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Okay,
this
I'm
good story.
sorry. I know I took up
No,
about an hour. I'm
no.
sorry.
We be on here 3 and 4 hours sometimes, but normally the regular lives go
Yes,
maybe an
ma'am.
hour if we lucky. Because people ain't been catching on to them. I need more people to come up here and get it more popular so we can get an algorithm. People see that we here.
Well,
You
anytime you
know,
need me to come on, that help me out instead of doing it in front of my camera and trying to do it. Because if you notice, I haven't done any. You know what I'm saying? I just tried the other platform. Last night was my first time doing a live, and that's because I
I
got a
got to go over there and
community
see
over
it.
there too.
I didn't see it.
I just gave it to you. I
Oh,
just,
you
and you
did?
know they don't hold their lives over there. I just gave it to you, but over there
Oh,
I printed out the text messages and showed it the receipt to where I paid the tow truck and stuff. But that's why I said I gave you that story because I was trying to do that story on my platform. It was gonna be the first one that I just did on my platform besides my walking into truck and then I'm gonna do the walking into dispatching because I actually wrote both of them my own manual on both of them on what I've learned in the industry on how to build. So I was gonna do my lives and my videos on story times, just stuff that I see in real life. So you
right.
actually help bring
So
me
do you,
out some too and communicate better. Just having somebody to talk to, somebody that understand and that's willing to listen and put in, you know what I'm saying, input. Because I'm the type person I don't mind being wrong. I'd have been wrong plenty of times and plenty of days. I don't mind being wrong, but
tell
I'm
me
gonna let
about
it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm
it.
gonna try my best to walk right, but I don't mind being wrong. So just having somebody to talk to that's uncut, that feel like they'll hold you. Hold up now. You know that one right. That's some bullshit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I missed in my life. I had somebody cuss me out about 2 weeks ago. Me and my oldest son, and we were kidding ourselves last year. An older lady we know, and she like y'all goddamn man laughing, but y'all ain't been over here. And my son said, "Mom, that's what I miss right there, grandma, grandma, grandma." I said, "Yes, baby." We be needing it, baby. We be needing it in our lives sometimes, though. You need that person, though. So I greatly appreciate you and everything that you're doing. Even though you don't know me or can't see me, I see you.
Oh wow. That means a
Yes,
lot, boy. You just don't know. You made my day. Thanks
yes,
so much, everybody. We're gonna get out of here. And I'm gonna see you Wednesday, girl. Email
yes,
me.
ma'am. I am tonight. You have a blessed one. Blessings on
You
blessings,
too. And be
everyone. I
safe
hope
out
pray
there on
y'all
that
have a
road.
prosperous day. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're
Bye bye.
welcome.
Everybody have a blessed day.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Bye bye.
What before you go, what is your name? Because I might want to got me some coffee. Who was up here on the
That's
panel?
that's legends. Let me find them. Hold on a minute. Let me find
Okay.
them in the
Because I have
comment.
to go over there.
Oh,
Legendary. Wait,
Yeah, legends dispatching. There it is,
okay.
right
I'll go over
there.
there. Okay, you guys have a blessed day.
You too. Good night, y'all.
take
Well,
care of that
good
gum.
afternoon. I'm talking about some good night. I'm feel sleepy.
That
That's
was a
why.
nice testimony. That was a nice testimony. I just still didn't hear about the other part about what happened to the car after it got towed. So you're
Well,
gonna
just
come back
rewind.
up and give us that?
Just rewind it. She told it.
What happened to it after she got it towed?
Oh, after she got the toll. Oh, I'm imagining.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got to hear that. All right, Rox, I love you. Bye, you guys.
Love
Chat.
you too.
Bye.
I'll
All
see
right.
y'all later.
All right. Bye bye.